Howdy, folks. How's it going? It's going good here. Just chilling out. Bottom of the fish tank. Me and my treasure. What's going on, people? Good morning. Good morning. I see Jenny Lynn's here, but she couldn't hang. She had to go. Well, thanks for stopping by, Jenny Lynn. And thanks for watching the replay. Scott's Aquatics. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Eduardo. I feel like I just talked to you. Good morning. John McKenzie. What's up, man? Window liquor number 5. Good morning. Strolling through the park one day. Morning, people. Morning. Dennis, Bigfoot Fish Tanks. Good morning. Levi. Q. Susie Q. Good morning, Susie. This is my little arts and crafts I did this week right here. I had you guys remember this is one of those old school aquarium decorations, right? I actually got 2 of them, just in case I broke something. That's what it looked like when I bought it. And then I decided, needed a touch up. I don't know why. I got bored. It was fun. Nothing else new there. Also got stickers. If anyone wants stickers, you can email me. I think I have a banner with my email on it. Oh, there it is. Anybody wants one? Other stuff, yeah. Got coffee mugs too. I think I talked about this already. And t-shirts. Yay! Good morning, people. What's going on? There is a lot going on in this fish room today. Holy cow. It's been a busy week. Real busy. What did I do? I played musical fish. It took... What is going on with this stand? There we go. It took a tank of Adolphoid cories. That's 7 of them. I moved them in with Mr. G. Of course, you're not going to see him because still a little shy. It was 2 days ago. And the light's on at a time it's not normally on. So they're hiding. So is everybody else in this tank. But I figured they would be good for... holy cow, why am I so high? Let's get some perspective here. There we go. Horrible glare. I figured they'd be good for kind of sifting through the gravel. I actually started doing like a great job cleaning up on this side. That's kind of where they're all hanging out underneath that sponge filter. Maybe we can see them. Can we see them? Hang on. I'm all sorts of tangled. There we go. I'm still all sorts of tangled. Nah, they're down there. I don't think you're going to see any of them though. Nope. And there are 2 under there. Wait. Saw one of them swimming. Nope. They're too busy hiding. They do come out, trust me. Anyway, move them around. And then, this is the other thing we can talk about. I broke down a tank. This is one of my quarantine tanks. This had a bunch of Habrosus cories. 7 or 8 of them. They were in there for like 3 months. I bought them. That was quarantine. Then I didn't know where to put them, and I kind of just like let them sit there. Whatever. I moved them to where the Adolphos were, down here. And this is what... There they are. They've actually been doing pretty good down here. I seem to really like it. There's also some Von Rios tetras. You guys seeing any of this? Ooh! There we go. Yeah, look at them all. Just hanging out. I also did a bunch of water changes this morning, so everybody's kind of active. But I broke this tank down because I've been meaning to set it up with the under gravel filter. Which, I have all the stuff. I have landscape or aquascaping stuff, sand, Eco Complete, empty fish tank, and under gravel filter. I might be able to do something. So that was the musical fish. What else is new? These guys. The Gertrudes. Look at that guy flaring. Let's see if we can see them. Yeah, the Gertrudes. What are they? Spotted blue eyes. It's a common name. They've been breeding like crazy. I've been getting eggs. So many eggs that I decided that I am going to start a little breeding project along with the fricatas. These guys have been breeding cool. As a matter, I took the mop out of there last night, put it in my little shrimp tank / quarantine, and that mop's been in there. We did this 2 weeks ago. We put that one in there. Guess what hatched? Guess what's hatched? I don't know if you can see this. There are at least 6 of them in there. You can get closer. Leave it hang for a minute. Maybe we'll see them. Let me get a little angle on it. I don't know. Really don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, here. Let me get rid of that banner too. Whoops. Yeah, okay. Gee, Belize. Okay. Can you see them? They're like specks. So hard. Maybe it'd be easier to see them from the top. No, probably not. At least not a thing. Well, you're going to have to trust me. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I saw 6 this morning. I also did a water change on this, so it's a little cloudy. Stirred everything up. Plus, I dropped another mop in there last night. Plus, I've been trying to reel lean on the water changes because I see them swimming, man. 1, 2, I see 6. You definitely see 6. 7. I see 7. Sweet. Lots of those are the fricatas, the forktails. These rainbow fish are still growing out. I'm thinking about moving this lone guy out of this tank into one of my others that can house them, maybe the 75, and putting all these in that 55. I also think that would bring out the cories a little bit more too, because right now there's only one like midwater fish, and there's like 16 of them in here. I think there was 8 of each. Might have been 6 of each. I don't remember. Anyway, I'll get to chat in a sec here once I can see it. But here is the breeding project. I set this up yesterday. Well, I've been gathering materials. I had this breeder I bought at the Keystone Clash. I bought the fish tank for $15 at Petco. I had the light, I had the lid, I had the heater. Bought the stand for $25 at Home Depot, and I actually made sure there was enough room for another 10-gallon down there that I'll probably pick up in the near future. And that's about it. I've been gathering these eggs. I also have some Gertrude babies. Man, I'm all over the place this morning. Hang on. I need to get mobile chat. There we go. Here we go. Let's move over here. Now, I've been gathering these Gertrudes. Gertrudes. Spotted blue eyes. Sticking them in there. There's at least one fry in there. He's like even smaller than those other ones, so I highly doubt we're going to see any of that. There's probably, maybe, hopefully more. But I think the problem with this tank is it's overrun with Malaysian trumpet snails. And I think the bigger ones chomp on eggs. So I gotta stop that, or I'm not gonna have any eggs. But last night, before I went to bed, actually before I went on Skipper Stream, I gathered a bunch of, I think I found 4 of them. I can see them in that vial, but they're in that vial. 3 of them. I see 3 eggs right there. Can you guys see 3 eggs? Maybe. Maybe. Kinda, sorta. Where the water's dripping. I don't know. Whatever. It's 3. These eggs are like the size of a pinhead, people. So hard to see. So, I think I'm going to start checking that mop almost daily. Probably should do it daily. And then, ooh, don't pull the cord out. Just taking these eggs, putting them in here. What are they really doing in there? They're so hard to see. Do I see him in the vial anymore? No. Do I see him in there? Yes, I do. I see all three of them. Cool. Kind of in the back. So, this would be day 1. Day 1. I'm going to put them in there, let them hatch. Then maybe move them in here, grow them out a little bit. Or that's what the second tank can come into. And this whole setup, man, this is a process. Basically just ran an extension cord. Like a 50-foot extension cord from behind the dryer. There's a plug all the way down there behind the dryer, along the floor, behind the fish tank, along the rack. Comes out over here. I taped it down. I got to get a little rough for that, like a runner. And then I ran it up this pole and just kind of zip tied the extension cord there. And now I got a little island. Oh yeah, and I had to power it with an old piston pump. I probably could have run an airline over there. I might still do that just because that pump is loud, man. I mean, it's not that loud. It's one of those whisper ones, but compared to the linear, man, the linear piston pump's the way to go. All right, so that's that. Oh, and I also have a background here. I was thinking about this. You guys have any opinions on these? I found this in the supply stash when I was digging around. It's got blue and black. One side's blue, one side's black. What side do you think would be better for looking at fry? Right now the black looks all right, especially with this light. This probably won't matter. Just keep it black. And see those little eggs? Right on, right on. Okay. Let's go over here. Let me get my chat. See what people are doing. What's going on, people? How was everybody today? Nice and early on a Sunday. Pull up the Chaticus. The El Chatterino. Oh man, this battery's gonna die. 21 people watching. Right on. 13 likes. I'm gonna give myself one. If you would like to give me one too, that'd be kind of cool. All right. Got chat. Give me a top chat. Nope. We're good. We got going on. Scroll back. Misfit. Good morning. Good morning. Love the clowns. Awesome. Yeah, they're doing well. That tank is talk about that for a sec. The light on that tank burned out. And then I tried using it on last week when Fishing Mom was here. We got it working, not working. I got it working again, and then it wasn't working again. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna replace it. So I got a little cheapo Higer. It's decent. I got the bigger one. I think it was 9 watt, might have been 13 watt maybe. And it seems to be decently lit. I don't think they're bad lights, actually. I have a couple on some other tanks, and they seem to do well with the plants, at least the plants that are in those tanks. So I don't know. I'll check it out. I'll let you know. But anyway, since I got an Aqua Sky Fluval on this one, and still down in the settings, so I'm getting a little algae outbreak going. I got to take care of that. Plus, I haven't done the maintenance this week. It just ran out of time this morning. I was going to do it Friday, then I got lazy. Focus. There we go. Yeah, so I got kind of an algae bloom going on. Other than that, fish seem to be doing cool. So, to deal with it. Stubbs, what's going on? Stub Aquatics at Lake Karcha. I don't know. Not sure how you say that. Merrick Township. Good morning. Good morning. Looks cool. How much are the stickers? The stickers are free. Just email me, send me, and make sure you let me know, name, address, social security number, mother's maiden name, important things. I just, where you want the stickers sent, and I'll send you some. Stickers are free. The mug and t-shirt you can buy on the merch store, Teespring. I guess I could link that, huh? That would probably be a good idea. I don't know. I got it. I made them. I thought they were cool. Nothing like overly crazy. Just a little diver dude. And I have them like as cheap as you can make them, so it's not like I'm making money on these things. All right. What else? All right. So this is what a female view looks like. What? No, I don't even want to know. That was probably a while ago. I'm probably looking at something. Jenna P. What's going on? Cali King 916. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Scott, did I say hi to you, Scott? I think I did. I'm pretty sure you were like one of the first ones here. Love blue-eyed fish. Yeah, they're great. That's why I'm really starting to get into them. I've been looking at getting some other ones too, so that's kind of why I want to set up this this tank right here. Just get into that in a minute. Lady Diane, good morning. Sleepy body attendee. All right. Michael Long Family Shoal. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining me. Boo Raka. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Sweet Fishroom. Terry would be proud. Good morning, Geek Boy. Purple is the best color for watch and fry. Really? You think? Which I find very interesting is okay, well, let me show. Maybe I'll give you a little sneak peek, guys. What I've been working on. But those furcata fry are purple when they're born. When they're in the egg, they're purple, and this is what they look like when they're adults. Yellow. They got like a shimmer to them, like all rainbows, like yellow, orange. You see that guy right there? Yeah, you can. Yeah. Well, since we're talking about it, I'll show you. We don't need to look at an empty fish tank for the moment. Look at an algae-ridden tank. Blackbeard algae is my friend, people. Don't judge me. All right. Mystery Snail Garden. Guardians. Good morning. Morning. Whew, I can say that. Another sleepy body. Dog. Yeah, that's a hard one, remembering your stuff. It's every time they ask me for my phone number, I got to think for like 5 minutes. Like, what the hell is my phone number? Eric Wyrock. What's going on? All right, Seth Brittingham. Brittingham. I think that's right, Brittingham. Good morning. Thanks for joining me. Mexicali Fish Keeper. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Hey, here I am. All right, let's find this file. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. Nothing too crazy. It's all raw footage. Don't get judgmental here. Don't get judgmental. Oh, what do I want to show you people? I can show you the fry. I had to do this in like super slow-mo. Just so you could see them for a minute. And the lighting isn't the best either. This is, like I said, this is B-roll, people. But here, I'll share it. Share screen. There is no need for audio. See the little guy? This guy is like a speck. Little purple body. Little purple belly. See, it's hard. It's hard to get these guys in focus, too. They're moving all over the place. me show you what it's like in real time too. But yeah, this is the day he hatched. I found him. Like, I've been tracking this egg every day, twice a day. I've been filming the egg. And look at this guy. Took him 12 days. Well, on the 12th day, on the 13th, all right, the 12th night, I filmed him. I think it was the 12th night. And then the morning of the 13th day, he was a fry, not an egg. I found his little husk laying in there. I'm like, oh no, where'd you go? Then I saw this little thing. I mean, we're talking small, people. Like the size of a pencil tip. That's how big this guy is. Here, I think I got a perspective shot on this. Let's stop sharing that. Do I have a perspective shot on this? I believe I do. Oh, here's a real-time shot of how fast he's swimming. Show you that. Hang on, stop freaking out. Yellowstone Aquatics, good morning. Judgmental on the internet? Never. Right, Geek Boy? All right. Wait, I'm going to share it. There we go. Here he's like freaking out. I mean, the bubbles are just like, every time a bubble went by, he was like, whoop. Can you imagine that? Being that little? Like your entire life just riding a bubble is bigger than you? I mean, even when I was filming this egg is wild. It's just like dangling by a thread. It's amazing these things even survive. I mean, there's got to be like a million things that, like, you know, in the wild. Sure, like half of these, none of these, like barely any of these survive. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. I think it's amazing. All right, let's find picture of. Oof. Where is it? I remember having a hard time finding it yesterday. Oh yeah. Speaking of things that can happen to eggs. I don't know. This is one of the Gertrude eggs, right? Hanging out. I mean, we're talking size of pinhead, right? I think this is the one. Is this the one? Yup. And this Malaysian trumpet snail is like the size of, yeah, like a, I don't know, pencil tip, maybe bigger. Obviously bigger. Just comes in. That's it. Your whole existence. Chomp, chomp. Now, spoiler alert, he doesn't eat this egg. I wouldn't do that to you people. But man, nature is harsh. After I filmed this, the egg got moved around, obviously, so it got knocked free. And then the next time I went to film it, I never saw that egg again. So I don't know what happened to it. I did see some fry in that tank, at least one. So maybe it was that guy. Maybe you got lucky. I don't know. But Mystery Snail Guardians, I'm going to use this footage for some snail content. All right, what else we got? Anything? I could show you the good stuff, but I don't know if you're ready for the good stuff, people. We already looked at this one. Whoops. Where the hell? Yeah, all right, here, look at this. I mean, this is how little life is, man. I don't remember what day this is. Oh, this is the time lapse I took of this. This was over, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours? I think this is like 3 minutes long. No, it's only a minute long. I compressed it that much. Look at that. I mean, just rolling around in there. So crazy. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, yeah, you guys can't be watching this. This is too good for you. You got to wait for the video on that. That's the good stuff. Yeah, there's that little egg. I'm trying to find that stupid video. What did I do with it? Is it this one? Yes, it is that one. This is how little they are, man. See that little speck? It's like, yo, what up? Like, I mean, tiny little dudes. Oh, the fry is a Mexicali. The fry is a pseudomugil, blue eye. They used to be called rainbows. They're not rainbows anymore. They're just blue eyes now. That one is a fork-tail blue eye or a frittata. And that's what is up here in this tank. Tangled, always tangled. This guy, these guys. I have I think I have 11 of them in here. And I have 6 more fry that I just counted this morning. Well, 7 actually. Didn't we just count 7? I counted 7. Can we get closer and get rid of the glare? I could do this. That helps. Not much, but some. This tank's a little cloudy because I did a water change this morning. Stirred all the stuff up. Yeah, those are the forktails. And these are the spotted. Which these guys are incredible. When these guys are flaring, holy cow. Like, it's wild. They do like this dance. It's really cool. So I'm going to start the breeding project with these guys. I mean, I'm going to grow out the ones that I have. And then I already have 11. I already had fry from them once before when they were in quarantine. They dropped eggs that I found later. I found the fry later when I went to clean out the quarantine. And I put them in there with the adults. They're the smaller ones in here. So there's at least. But I started out with, well, I have 11, so minus 3. I think I bought some. Fishy Mom got some too by accident. I think either by accident. I don't remember if you bought them or if you got them by accident. There was fish you got by accident, and I think they might have been them. And he took them home, and he brought back like 2, something like that, because I guess that's what lived. Okay. Let's escape a tank. I gotta get the undergravel filter ready though. I just have one of these old school whatever. Can we see? I don't know. I can't see. Damn it. Next to the cat tree. It's Monty's house. Monty lives here. Okay. We can do this. Oops. Close my chat. Tianaqua, good morning. Bex, good morning. Dennis Christensen, hello, hello. On a sunny but cold Sunday. You're telling me it's cold. Holy cow. It's like 20 degrees outside. Which I don't know if you're a Fahrenheit or Celsius guy, but it's cold. That's all you need to know. All right, took the liberty of pre-drilling my little, what are these, conduit caps? Drill holes. Fit one of these the tube that goes down the lift tube. I don't like doing the big long lift tube. I do the small little lift tube. Yeah, I cracked that. I didn't realize that. Oh well. I'll cut this off in a sec, but this fits perfectly in this hole. This will snap down there, the air stone. So we'll have a short lift tube. Most of it will be covered by gravel and sand, because that's what I like to do. All right. We need to plot, scheme, get this tape off of here. You don't need any weird stuff in the fish tank. And these are like whatever. I don't know if you've ever seen these, but they're 2 plates with slots. They lift They're kind of tapered. I don't know. I mean, I wish they weren't, but they are. Actually, I wish they were a little bit higher too, a little bit thicker of a plenum. But they kind of taper to one side, and then this part, there's like slits in here. Where is it? There it is. Did I have this wrong the whole time? Probably. Oh, I see. They're tapered front to back. I was holding them wrong. Front to back, they're tapered. The back side being thicker. And then these things, you got to cut these tabs out. Let me get some knives. Now there could be blood, people. I have that Kenny E syndrome sometimes. I do some dumb stuff. So I just cut these out. I'm gonna cut all the vertical ones first. Actually, I'll be right back in 1 second. I want to set something up. Why are you like this? Oh, there it is. Hang on, I need to plug it. This is probably an added step I don't need, but I'm going to do it anyway. So let's let that get ready. All right. Did I do all these? Nope. I got more. Nah. Nope. Just kidding. Let's not change how I did that because that worked. Last thing I need is blood. That tip is loose, man. What's up? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, cool. Bendy, bendy. Didn't they always teach you to cut away from yourself? Yes, they did. They did that. My Boy Scout training came in handy. Where'd that go? All right. I like it. I like it. It's like slicing a pepperoni. Cheese, more like cheese. Like a hard cheese, you know? Firm yet yielding. Oh, that's so satisfying. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? I hope so. I'm gonna have to clean these all up. All right. Break this. Sometimes they get tough. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't want to bend. I don't want to snap it. There we go. Always exercise caution. Get an adult if you need one. I need an adult. Cool. All right, let's put the knife away. Injure myself. Successful. Anytime you come away uninjured from a project, well, I'm not done yet, but every step of the way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Feel like I'm missing one. Yep. Whoops. 4. Feel like I'm still missing one, but whatever. We'll find it sooner or later. Okay. Now, these come with these stupid little clips. And these clips go on this little tabs that were left behind when you cut them out, right? Like a so. Clippy, clippy, clippy. Now, because these are always janky, and because I have it, I'm going to hot glue these things. Ooh, hot glue. Give it a little added security. Give that a minute. Chooch down. That's it. Nothing crazy. Let that harden for a minute. I'll put the, what do you call it on it? The lift tube. Oh, speaking of that, I need scissors. Okay, we got questions, concerns. You were doing pins and needles during the entire session. Yep. I know. It's a tense moment there. Did I say good morning to you, Robert? Good morning, Robert. How long have I been running Plenums? That's a good question. I revamped this fish room back in April. Well, sometime in the winter of 2020, I started moving fish tanks down here because I had a lot of them. I had a 75 upstairs, I had a 55 upstairs, and then I set up a rack of like 29s. It was kind of like these over here, but it was a 29 that drained into a 29 and into a sump. And then I had a rack of 20s that was a 20 that drained into a 20 that drained into a 20 long sump. And then at some point I was like, you know what? I need to turn this into it was an unfinished basement. So I turned it into a finished. I started turning it into a finished basement. Still not finished. It's getting there. That's why, like, these walls are not finished. This actually door wall went up relatively recently, last couple, like a month and a half ago, something like that. Right around the holidays, right before the holidays. I don't remember. But anyway, the question is, how long have I been running Plenums? At some point when I started revamping this room, I think it was around April. It might have been earlier than that. Is when I started moving fish tanks, and when I started moving those fish tanks and getting the racks and stuff, I started resetting tanks with Plenums in them. And the 10 gallons, I mostly use these because I bought these. Probably have one, yeah. I have them right here. Bought these things off of Amazon. These are, I can't remember what they're called. I can look it up in a minute, but basically they just snap together, right? And that's what I'd snap them together, and then I'd hot glue everything to make sure it didn't like flex. But these two wide, I think it's 2 wide, might be 3 wide. 2 wide and like 5 long is the perfect footprint for 20 long, or 29, the same footprint. And then 75s were like 3 wide and whatever long, however many, I can't remember. Actually, I don't think I've done any 75s. Yeah, that's not correct. The 55 might have been 3 wide, and then however many long. Also, wait, that's not true. I did a 90 gallon, which is the same footprint as the 75. All right, I have 20 tanks. 11 of them had Plenums. There's about to be 12. This 75 does not. Where am I at? Right here. This 75 does not. Does not. Does. All right. Damn it. We're going to get into this. I was lazy. Didn't put a Plenum in here. This one does. This one does. This one does. This one does. That one does not. That's one of the OG tanks. This one does. This one will. This one does. 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 Does not. Does not. Does. Whoops. Does. And does. This does not. And those are quarantines. So it's kind of where I'm at. I actually like them because I think they, I don't know, they simulate to me. They seems like more of like a natural river system kind of, or whatever body of water where water is moving through the substrate at a slow speed. That's why I like it short lift tube. You know what I mean? Short lift tube. Let's see. Yep. Short lift tube. And then, yeah, so it just slowly draws in water. And I guess the idea is that, like, you know, there's different types of bacteria. Some that use oxygen, some that use, like, can survive in very little or no oxygen, and they both consume different kinds of things, right? As far as the nitrogen cycle is concerned, some people say that the nitrogen cycle stops when it turns into nitrates. Some people say that's part of the nitrogen cycle, and there's other bacteria that can turn the nitrates into something else. That's a whole debate, whether you believe any of that. I mean, there's science behind some of it, but I don't know how much, whatever. Anyway, so the idea is it slowly draws through the substrate. I guess it chews up whatever it can, but at least, like, you got water moving through here, which is like, you know, in a river or any body of water, there's going to be water moving through the substrate, right? It's going to be slow, especially in a river. Like, you know, all that rock, whatever, sediment on the bottom of the river, there's water moving through that at a slow pace, you know what I mean? Perking down through it, but it's still moving. And that's taking nutrients and whatever with it. So I kind of like that idea. That's why I do it. I love them for my office tank. Yeah. Guy can't get his story straight. What's taking me so long? All right, let's go. You know, let's just bring the fish tank over here. We'll do this all right here. That's right. This tank's already been painted. Whatever. I need an air stone. I need to cut this. I had scissors. They're in my pocket. You happy to see me? You just got scissors in your pocket. Oh, just scissors. All right. There's an air stone while I'm here. And some tubing. Probably going to need that too. And I should probably... Huh. Do I need a valve? No, because the never clog air stones are actually kind of like a valve, I think. I should use a check valve though, because I am going to be below or above the oh, I can't sit like that. Oh my god, I'm gonna puke. Jesus, dude. Oh, there's some air check valves. They're having the good ones. No, I have to have check valves to the list. Oh, here's a thermometer. Let me check this out. Look at this Yankee thing. I love those old ones. Does this work? No. Why do I even have this? Which one works? Tubing. All right. Check valve. This is the dead check valve. Throw that out. Throw this out. It's just packaging. An extra felt for your... Has anybody ever used that extra felt? I want to know. Let me know if you've used it. If you use those never clog air stones from Aquarium Co-op, they come with like an extra felt in the middle. I have never once used that extra felt. What am I doing? Where am I going? What's happening? What did I do with that little piece? Did I just cut off? Oh, dude. This is the story of my life. Did I stick it in my pockets? No. How? I like how. Did I put it in a box? What's going on? Oh, I swear to God, I just set it down. I set one thing down and everything disappears. Oh, there it is. It fell on the floor. Okay. All right, I am not going crazy. Well, I am going crazy, but I need some airline tubing. I have some scrap. I only need a little piece for this. Like I'm teaching an aquascaping class. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing the aquascaping 101. All right, we're gonna have to monkey with this once we got set up and hooked up. The other thing we got to remember is this tank sits this way in the for the viewing pleasure. Oops, that was the wrong one. So keep that in mind. We'll keep it this way for now. Totally not like janky or anything, yeah. This whole thing's an anxiety attack waiting to happen. Paplin, good morning. Lady Diane. All right. I don't put air stones in mine. I put small bubblers, seem to move water better, move more water. I'm able to really dial down the flow just using bare tubing. Interesting. I have to look into bubblers. Bubblers are more like a plate, right? And then the air comes out of that as opposed to whatever the air stone. Window liquor 2 tanks I have with them. I have long tubes with air stones and the air is cranked. Is this wrong? No. I mean, you just have a lot more flow moving through your substrate. It's acting more like a mechanical filter at that speed, I think. But there's not. I mean, as long as you maintain the gravel's going to get like choked up with debris. I wouldn't say choked up, but it's probably going to get everything's going to get drawn down to the gravel a lot quicker. What am I doing? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, it's called easy, guys, but it really isn't. I have a basket of old Eco Complete. Oh, Jesus. Totally not janky. Right? One of these old, whatever, temporary portable baskets. So we're going to use some Eco Complete and leaves, apparently. Whoa, was that dusty? This was sitting outside most of the summer from an old fish tank. Apparently some rocks in there too. Some old gravel. Whoa. Some old plants. There's probably some fish. Whoa, don't spill this. Jesus, God, freaking. Did I do what I just think I did? I swear to God, I just did what I just think I did. I just threw that stupid. I ain't digging in the trash for that. I'll just get another one. Oh, the check valve, I just threw it out. Who am I kidding? I'm going to dig through the trash for that later. Now, let's get all the janky stuff out of here. It's gross. I also have, I think I showed it earlier, the different kinds of stones. I have some driftwood outside I can grab. You do a little cool stuff here. I'm just trying to get rid of them. Dude, there's so many like Malaysian trumpet snails. There must have been a infestation. Okay. How thick is that? Not too shabby. We could go thicker. We're also going to do a little bit of sand too. That's probably good enough. I don't want to get too crazy. There is only a little bit left. Screw it. Let's just use it. Free up this bag. Man, is that dusty. I don't know how good spent Eco Complete is, but can't be all that bad. Isn't it like lava rock and clay? Basically. Infused nutrients. That's one of the, all right, that's another reason why I do like under gravel filters, because if you do fertilize your water column, all those nutrients get sucked down in the grout and the substrate sooner or later. So the roots and plants will uptake that stuff great. That stool is very shaky. Whoa. Black ghost knife skeleton or two. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. This was the tank where a lot of them did met their end. This was the quarantine. All right, what am I missing? The freeze. Good morning, Bex. Did I say hi to you? I don't think I've seen you. I don't know. Good morning, Bex. How's everybody this morning? Placement of the tank is more exciting than using your cutting knife. Everybody's just waiting on the edge of the seat for everything to come crashing down. Love it. No, the small bubbles that come out of the air stones seem to move more water. Oh, I see. So a bubbler is just finer bubbles, is what you're saying, like a whatever. A finer mist. With plenum, do you still have to gravel vac? I don't really gravel vac a lot in my tanks. I do if I can get like the gravel vac to it in an area like can we see it? Yeah. Like this tank has a lot of wide open spots, so I will gravel vac this stuff. Well, you can't really see it, but holy shnikes. Yeah, like, you know, I'll gravel vac what I can see, but like I'm not going out of my way to gravel vac. Like I have a tank over there that's just like plants all the way down. I don't ever gravel vac that. That also doesn't have a plenum. The ones that do, I don't really seem to have to gravel vac. It kind of takes care of themselves. And I do have a lot of things on that like sift through the gravel too, like in those tanks. I got cories, I got gobies, shrimp. Yeah, I mean a lot of that stuff. A lot of cories, a lot of gobies, a lot of bottom stuff, shrimp. So I think it kind of like whatever does fall down to the bottom, like is whatever the bottom feeders take, and then whatever else just becomes mulm, I guess, or whatever nutrients for plants and algae. Apparently, I'm good at growing algae. All right, what are we doing? We got that. Eco Complete is inert. It doesn't expire. Cool. Perfect. He is a moaning person. You can hear it in his deep breathing spouts. Mmm. How the hell do you have so much energy in the morning? Let me tell you, Bex. Has to do a lot with this stuff. Plus, I didn't drink a lot of wine last night. You know, that kind of helped. I was drinking crunchy water, which is just water with fizz. Oh, all right, where are we at? Hope everyone is feeling butters. Debbie Holding, good morning, afternoon. It is afternoon eve. Is that what we figured out? Oh god. Fishymon, you're here. What's up, dude? That's so much gravel. Is there a reason for such stuff? I don't know. I've always kind of liked the thicker substrate. I like it thick. I like thick substrates, and I cannot lie. Look, like even this tank that doesn't have a plenum's got a good thick gold. I mean, that's got Eco Complete and sand. This is probably like the thickest one I have. This guy. Well, it's not as thick as it used to be. I don't know. I just kind of like. It gives me that like perspective of like I'm looking at a slice of a river. You know, like. I mean, because there's all sorts of stuff that happens down here. Plus, I think you need a thicker substrate for that like anaerobic stuff to actually start happening, or the whatever you want to call it, anoxic, anaerobic, low oxygen, no oxygen conditions. Some bacteria are supposedly start consuming different things out of the water column when there's no oxygen. They'll steal the oxygen from things. especially eights like nitrates and phosphates and sulfates. And then I guess the whole thing is it just off gases as like nitrogen or phosphorus gas or sulfur gas, I guess. That's the whole thought process behind some of that stuff. At least the thicker substrates. Plus, I think it. I don't know how to describe it, but like a couple weeks ago, I went through and that little cap. We can go back and look at it. This little cap on that I have with the drilled holes in it. Right, I had earlier versions of this that had smaller holes, and the holes I think were too small. So the bubbles were kind of, they would gather and then they would all come out in like a big clump, like bloop, bloop, you know what I mean? And it was kind of annoying because you could hear it doing that. And plus the water flow wasn't like a constant like flow. It was like a glug, glug, glug. Well, I've gone through and fixed like every single one of them on the tanks that had problems. And ever since I did that, a lot of the water got clearer. You know what I mean? So it definitely filters a lot better too, I think. Whatever. There's a bunch of reasons. That's just, it's personal preference. That's what I love about this hobby, right? There's a million ways to do something, and none of them are right. Or maybe, or they're all right. Mulm is our friend. Yep. Mulm is our friend. I think I agree with that a little bit, somewhat. Obviously, it looks unsightly. There's too much of it. Like I got a problem in my black ghost knife tank with mulm. So, and that was part of the hydra problem that I had, all that good stuff. If you haven't seen those videos, people, they're on my channel. All right, so I have white sand for this tank. I also have a bunch of like whatever decor. We could take a poll here. Now I have different rocks. I have these green rocks. I have these pink purple rocks. Oh, you can't really see them. Let me get them closer. This is one of the purple ones. You see that? Can't really see the color. Maybe if we get in the light, better lighting. It's not helping, is it? No, you just have to. I mean, it looks kind of purplish. It's better underwater. I can show you that. I have some of them in tanks. It's probably a better idea. This is the green stuff. Obviously, I got smaller rocks than that, and I have more of them in a box. I got this slate stuff, so I'm kind of partial to. I think I might do that because I think that would look good against the white. And then I got that, the purple looking rocks, which I've bled over these rocks, people. There was blood involved harvesting this stuff. For those that were around, know. It was my son worked at a landscape yard over the summer, and I went there, and I was like, "Yo, I want some rocks." So we got some rocks. Well, me, being the klutz that I am, managed to trip over my own feet while I was live streaming. Well, I was on somebody's panel. It wasn't my panel, but yeah, did a face plant. Ripped open my hands, bleeding. It was great. So there's blood on these rocks. My blood. This is my jar of scuds. They're starting to really go nuts. Like this jar, I have done nothing with. It used to be an algae mess, and it's like I almost see it daily how it's getting clear. And you can see the scuds. Man, these things are creepy. Can you see the scuds? I got those Jess maintail furs and fin. Fur and fins. Fins and fur. Fur and fins. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. Okay. So did we decide what kind of rocks? I'm like all over the place. Use the blood rocks. Nice. All right. Plenums and undergravel filters. Okay. This is what I understand about this. An undergravel filter is the plate, right? The plenum is the space that is left by the plate. So they're two different terms. So they're both like synonymous, right? You can't have a plenum without having some sort of like undergravel filter plate. But from what I understand, the plenum is actually the space that's left open by that plate. That's my understanding. So I could be entirely wrong. Hey, why'd those lights go off? Oh, hang on, let me turn them back on. Oh, hang on. Sorry, folks, I'm gonna grab some water while I'm up here too. I figured I'd run and grab some coffee. I just finished it. Finished the pot. That is the suck. Okay. All right. Dumbass box of rocks. That's right. Fancy for peoples. PA peoples or pup peoples? Pup peoples. Dude, that's a joke. Oh my god. My wife was playing some game, and it was like one of the things was the guy said, I have the black lung pa, right? And they spelled pa, P-A. For some reason, my wife was like, I got the black lung PA? What? What does that mean? I got the black lung PA. Like they're from PA and got black lung, I guess. There's a lot of coal mining around here. There was. Under gravel filter. Did we all clean them out and kill fish? What? I don't know. They will not only convert ammonia into nitrates, they will also convert nitrates into nitrogen gas. Yeah, that's the. Somebody said the blood rocks. All right, fine. Which one? Green ones? Oh, jeez. I need 2 hands. Let's set this down. The plants back alive, live to shoot roots through the grid down in the mulm. Yeah, that's a good sign, I think, when they start doing that stuff. And get some more rocks. Got a ton of little ones. Oh, wait. Oh, that one's nice. That's a chunky one. You gotta be selective about your rocks, you know. You gotta get the good ones. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know you're a fish nerd when you got a box of rocks hanging out, right? Just rocks. What are these rocks worth? I don't know. I might use them someday. What are you doing with all these rocks? Don't ask. All right? I like that one. This one's got a good little... I can't see my camera because my stupid chair keeps spinning. There we go. Okay. It's got a nice little quartz vein in it, I think, and, you know, like some cliff-looking activity. Hmm. I don't know how I feel about this. I gotta play with it, you know? It's gotta speak to you. Plus, remember, I'm looking at it from this angle. Maybe turn. Let's turn. Whoa. Here. Get on my level, people. I know. It's a scary place. We'll be all right. There we go. I'm not feeling this one. I do feel like we should have... Yeah, it's maybe too big. Ooh, maybe this one. This one looks real nice. Maybe. Remember, there's gonna be sand in here too, so I might have to pull some of that up. Old gravel, old plant matter. This tank is gonna need to like funkify for like a week. I don't know. Sometimes less is more. I feel like I need a little bit maybe here. I think we're gonna leave this. Ow! I might shiv myself in the back. Yes, you should set. Yeah, exactly. Somebody left, move left, up, down. You're trying real hard to bring it down to my level. That still makes you nervous, I know. Skipper, good morning. I see somebody saying good morning to you, so I'm assuming you're here. Yeah, there you are. Good morning. When the space is filled up with major mulm, I would stick my python in over the tube and sucks out. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Clean up some of that. That's the generic definition, but is mostly used by sophisticated wannabes for. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that, Eduardo. Yeah. No woman said that. Less is more. But you know, you gotta leave them wanting more. This is gonna fall. Oh my god. Hang in there, people. Let's get the sand. Add more weight to this. Now, I really wish the, I live in an area where things get real cold. So, like, pool places don't stay open all year round. And there's this one local pool place I found that had the best pool filter sand. It was like, it looked like river rock, like so natural. It was cool. Whoa. Now remember, what is this, fatherfish, 2 inches of sand? Not that there's anything wrong with sand. I don't know if you need 2 inches though. It's a lot of sand. This is a lot of sand. Probably use half this bag. Probably should have avoided getting it down in the holes there. Right. We're good on that. Let us appreciate what we got here. Stop. You're chooching down the hole there. All right. There's that big rock. There it is. All right. Oh wait. I think I want to move this a little bit forward because I got to put an a sponge filter in here as well. Because not only do I run under gravel filters, I run sponge filters. All right. Let's move this to where it goes. I'm going to bring you up to my level. Get on my level. Oh, this thing's like too heavy. I can't lift. Out the way, plants. Little sand. Make sure we line this up. That looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to look perfect. Now, what we're going to do, we got to hook up an air stone or airline. 2, this is where I need the check valve that I lost throughout. I'm going to keep this one in my mouth so I don't forget it. Alright. First thing first. Okay, I can breathe out of this. I can't get under the headset. Gets rough. Alright. This is what I like to do. I just like to unfurl all that I need to unfurl. I'm going to grab that and pull this out. Let's set this down a second. There we go. Don't fall. Okay. Now, get some more slack. What do I do with the scissors? They're all the way over there. All right. I should probably put this check valve that's in my mouth in the system. All right. So it goes that way. Towel. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I am an idiot. I cut the whatever. Mucho stupido. I have a friend that uses that all the time. I wonder why. No clue. All right. That says, I could just read it. It says out on it. People, welcome to the shit show. All right. Plug this in. Chapow. That back in there. There's probably going to be some adjustments on this. This is the air for the under whatever sponge. Let's plug that back in. Look at that. That's like old school. You guys remember those old multicolored Neverclogger stones? Yee. Still repping it. All right, that doesn't look too bad. Let's move that forward a little more. It's almost too high. You know what this needs? This needs to lose the lift tube. All right. And I believe this is the thermometer. Thermometer. I use these little digital ones just to kind of give me an idea if like things are. I don't think they're incredibly accurate. They're just better than nothing. Okay. All right, let's add some water. See what this looks like. Let me double, triple check to make sure we're in the right spot. Nope, we're a little cockeyed. A little too far forward. Looks better. Okay. My fill tube, hose, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. Oh, I got hiccups. Yeah, that was the co-op airline. Yep. I do like it. I like it. The only thing it does kind of get like loose over time. You know what I mean? Like you saw how that thing that air stone just fell out. That's kind of what happens. Like sometimes you have to cut it. But I mean, you can always reattach it. It will stay. It doesn't ever seem like it gets too bad. Now let's hope it doesn't leak. Why would you even say that, man? Knock on wood. Man, I feel like that was a jinx. It's a very pretty tank. Love the white sand. Thank you. You guys help me. See how this works. Probably could have went a little thicker on that sand, actually. I still have half a bag. I can always add more. I can hear the air. I didn't turn the under gravel on yet because I wanted to make sure. Whatever. I can adjust the airflow and it fills up. Ye of little faith. That's right. That's right, Eduardo. They're the same water spout. That's cool. I kind of made this janky thing out of a bunch of PVC fittings I had. 3/4 inch? I think it's 3/4 inch up here, and then it down to 1/2 inch, and then I just put a T on the end of it to kind of diffuse the water from just shooting straight in the tank. All right. Sand stuck on this thing. Well, there's some sand's floating. Probably take a little while for that to waterlock. All right, let's put this away. Wrap my hose up. I have a dedicated like fill line that's plumbed in. Goes through a regulator valve. Kind of keeps it like low 70s, maybe high 60s water. Makes us hot cold. And then I have it run through a carbon block filter just to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Got a little bit of the black and the white. We lost this rock entirely. Let's get it out. Ooh. Sand's getting crunchy. I think some of the sand is like hydrophobic. Look at it. It's like floating. It's like it won't get wet. You ever see that sand when you were a kid? That stuff that you could put it underwater and then take it right back out and it was like dry? It's kind of what this is doing. What is going on in here? Husband made mine works great. Awesome. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. See, let's say you probably had a bunch of PVC fittings. Probably had the same idea I did. I like them already. All right, let's wrap this hose up. Airline hose, I mean. Pretty sure we're done with it. Let's put that away. It's always good to kind of like, stay up on cleaning up after yourself. And that way you don't have like, you turn around, it looks like a bomb went off because you're like, oh yeah, I just pulled everything out. Then you're like, oh my God, it's going to take me forever to put it all away. And then you're like, I'm just going to go to bed. And you wake up the next day and you're like, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not even going to get out of bed. I got sand all over myself. All right, let me, we're going to have sand on myself for a little bit here, so just have to deal with it. Now let's turn this on. I can't get under here. Be right back. Hold on. You can still hear me. That's full chooch. That's like way too much. We could turn that down. Yeah, that's too much. That's not too bad, actually. I'm okay with that. Let's see, we got anything else we can throw in this tank? Got a little piece of driftwood that I pulled out of the tank. There's no lid on it yet. Oh, I gotta put the heater back in here too. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, that's a little better. I gotta put the heater in here. Now, I did just stick the heater in the other tank for while I was doing this. My lovely Blackbeard algae covered heater. Okay. Cool. I got a quarantine tank. Well, a tank for something to be quarantined in and then live its rest of its life in, maybe? You know what? I'm just going to put this in the sump. I don't know what to do with it. At some point, I'm going to go looking for a lift tube. I'm like, where's the lift tube? I don't know. I threw them all out. So I put it in the sump. Now let's put the lids back on. What's going on with that? All right, there we go. I'm stuck on something. There we go. There we go. I'm going to bungle that around a little. Let's get that more upright. Everybody's cooking. Get rid of this debris. Okay. That's right. Happy little rocks. Happy little trees. Whoa. These rocks are trying to kill me. I'm washing my hands. The other thing is, you know, we were doing that Blackbeard algae. Oh my God, that was hot. Whoa. Too hot. Heaters are ugly. I agree, Lady Diane. At some point, maybe I'll get to the point where I can heat this room. It's just not feasible right now. There's too many, be heating a whole lot of space. I'm trying to box this room in. I gotta, you know, where the laundry room is, I would like to put a wall. That's still in the progress. Things, you know, they take a little while around here. I just washed my hands. I really don't want to go back in the tank. So I'm not gonna. Roll off center. Okay. So what we did today, guys, we set up a tank. Awesome. Now, I'm gonna have to put something in this. Can't just leave a tank empty. Obviously not today, but we can think about this. I should have put that little diver guy in there. That would have been cool. Yeah, I just introduced Blackbeard Bowser. Yep, exactly. Well, it's good. It was bound to happen. It's not like it's not going to happen. Come on now. The Great White Hand. Castillo, what's up? How's it going, man? Wow, this is an hour and a half already in this. Wow. Holy cow. Let me open up this panel here. Yeah, I'm Trumpet Snails. God, I actually kind of regret getting Trumpet Snails. They kind of overrun things. I'd rather, I got nothing against them, but I'd rather have either just ram's horns or pond snails or, you know, what do you call them? Mystery snails. And I actually bought those Malaysian trumpet snails and brought them in here. So, you know, I did like them, but they just got out of hand. Skipper, what's going on, man?
Good morning.
Good morning. Digimon.
Oh, God.
What's going on?
Jason, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Why did you introduce Blackbeard algae into a brand new tank?
First of all, it was probably already going to be in there because it's in the filter. It's in the sponge filter. It's also in the gravel that the Eco Complete that had Blackbeard algae. There's Blackbeard algae floating around in the tank from the gravel. You see that?
Oh my goodness.
Problem is you gotta maintain the Blackbeard. You gotta, like, you know, you can't fight these things. You gotta like, the only way you're gonna beat it is with knowledge. I just don't have enough. Not yet, anyway.
And Peplin, Peplin was asking, like since when people started calling the under gravel filters
Plenums.
plenums and stuff. I think didn't like Kevin Novak's coin that whole
I don't think he coined it, but he was
well,
definitely
yeah, he
pushing it.
didn't invent it or nothing, but he his whole idea is like moving water slowly through it instead of
Yeah, and well, his idea was that you'd
fast.
have to get it. Yeah, you have to get it to a point where the oxygen is low, not no oxygen, just low oxygen. And by low oxygen, it means there is no free oxygen. Like oxygen isn't just floating around in the water column as like O2. You know what I mean? It's attached to something. Like a phosphate is an oxygen molecule, right? And then with phosphorus, right? Phosphorus, oxygen, and then nitrate's the same thing. Nitrogen, oxygen.
Yeah, but he also likes to use
I think there's 3 oxygens in nitrates and 4 in phosphates. Something
he
like
likes
that.
to use what they call it in his substrate,
Laterite.
latherite.
That's not a bad. I do have. Well, that would probably look like hell on that white sand. It would turn the tank like a rust colored the water column would turn rust colored. It would eventually. I would have to keep stirring it up so it got through the top
What
layer
is
of the
it?
sand.
Something with the laterite that
Laterite
it
is high in
attracts.
iron. Now the whole thought that all right, Kevin Novak is he's like a PhD guy who is I think he's an engineer, but he did a lot of stuff with like the U.S. wildlife fish stuff where they studied waterways and stuff like that, and then he came up with this idea of an anoxic filter is what he calls it. Basically, it's clay and iron, and you get it in an environment where there's like low oxygen stuff like that, and I guess the laterite and the iron and the clay are like create some sort of a like electrical bond or electrical attraction, so it starts drawing stuff towards it, like positively or negatively charged ions, which is what the phosphates and stuff are. I mean, it gets real technical, man. Go watch his shit.
Yeah, but that's where the whole plenum thing and
That's where
came about.
yeah. Well, that gave me the idea. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, and then Father Fish is always preaching that whole deep substrate thing.
Deep substrate, yeah.
Which is,
Skipper,
I do agree that does something.
Skipper, I noticed you drinking what is that? Water or coffee?
Powerade. Gotta get a little hydrated.
After last night, yeah. Holy cow. You, Bex, and well, I know Lefty started sipping.
He wasn't at first, but then he did.
Yeah. God, man, I almost did too. I was like, at some point, I was like, almost like, we got like a delivery service around here that can deliver 6-packs and stuff. I'm like, yeah. I didn't.
Peer pressure.
I resisted. I was good.
It's called peer pressure.
Go watch his shit. Yeah.
I probably put down about a half a case last night.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could tell by the end of that stream you were kind of feeling it.
Yeah, I was ready to bed.
You ended it quite abruptly there, Skipper.
Yeah. I was like, yep, time to go to bed. Bye.
Yeah, they definitely do that to freeze. Some of his videos fly over your head, put you to sleep. It's a good nap.
But it was a great stream, though, Skipper.
Yeah, it was good.
It was fun.
Yeah. Inch or two of laterite down and cover it with gravel. Really? That's interesting. Oh, I see. I know laterite's really good, and like the iron is really good for plants too. So I guess it couldn't hurt. Speaking of that, I should snag some plants, put it in there.
Yeah, yes, some plants like their iron.
Yeah. See, if I put laterite in, it's gonna make it a mess. It's gonna look like hell. Let's do it.
Well, after you already added water and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, true. I guess I probably should have added it. But I mean, it's going to work its way down in the substrate anyway, right?
Ugh.
Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't.
You do you, man. This is your
Yeah, maybe we won't. But I will do some plants.
Just make it. It's your freaking soup kitchen. Do what you want.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. Add your
This is gonna be a mess.
ingredients.
This is going to be a mess. I need step stools upstairs.
Wow. Good morning, Mystery Snail Guardians. Good morning, Lady Metalhead. Patty showed up.
Patty, the metalhead. Mystery Snow Guardians, I think, was here for a little while.
Well,
Right,
she said it. Okay, I'm awake now at 10:30.
Okay. That's right. She was one of the sleeping bodies.
Yeah.
That was still.
Still in sleep mode.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't believe I actually woke up at 7-something this morning.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I laid back down. I was like, "Man, it's too early."
You woke up, but you got back down. Oh, somebody's behind stage. Hang on a sec. I got a hand in the fish tank. I'm pulling up some plants. I'm going to put some crypts in this tank. I'm going to steal them from my crypt tank. Ooh. Try to avoid the guppy grass.
I guess I got to go to the post office tomorrow.
Start sending out stuff. What you sending out?
Well, that giveaway last night.
Oh yeah, that was one of those filters, right? Or the circulation pumps. Yeah, cool.
Little Lady Metalhead won it.
Is that who?
She won.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Which is good though because she can use that.
Yeah, heck yeah.
These big tanks they have.
Got a lot of tanks. Yeah. Oh, this probably was a bad idea. This water's cold.
You might. Is that a crypt?
It's a crypt. I guarantee you. Just probably.
I wouldn't add any more till it warms up.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not like ice cold. It says it's 67. That doesn't seem too cold. I guess it was just colder than the tank it came from.
Yeah.
And that tank is 76. So 9 degrees. 8.5 degrees.
What was that gravel that you put in there first?
That was Eco Complete that I had left over from an old tank.
Oh, okay.
I bought these like they're like felt pots, like whatever. I think they're 3-gallon pots or something like that. I bought like a pack of like 4 or 5 of them. They work great for like storing gravel on like a short term. That way you don't have to use all your buckets.
Yeah.
You know how many times like I need a bucket and like, God damn, there's gravel in it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick this in here. It melts. I don't think it's that cold. All right. Little plant life. Little fish life. Well, little whatever. Microscopic organisms. The filter was already seeded, so theoretically, when this tank warms up, it's ready for fish. All live streams are not created equal. I'm done with the bottom of the barrel ones. Well, I'm guessing you're still here, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, how about it?
Yay! I'm not the bottom.
You moved up a level.
Oh, you got a boil notice. That's right. I hate that.
Ugh.
Water main breaks or whatever. Contamination.
See, whenever that happens, we just flush the main line out of the fire hydrants.
Yeah, it also depends where you are in the system, like where the break happens, because sometimes there's no fire hydrant that's going to flush between you and where, you know what I mean? If you're downstream.
Well, how do we do that?
There should be a blow off at some point.
Yeah, we have a blow off. I forget where it's at, but
But a lot of times it depends. Like if they're doing like work on the line and like the hydrant's like a one, like in the middle of the block or on the corner of the block, and you're on the other side of the block, whatever. Flushing water out of that hydrant isn't gonna do anything for the part that your line is on. You know what I mean? So you'd be under a boil notice for a day or two until your pipes are in clear. He's thankful there's no coffee from yesterday. Patty makes an exception for this stream. Okay, that's cool. Carved out a niche. The only acceptable bottom barrel. Yeah, there's a lot of that. All right, what am I missing here? What happened to Fish? Oh, Fishymon. What happened to you, dude? There you are. What's up, man? Every time you come up on a stream, you got a different avatar.
That's my favorite one. I like the blue eyes.
Like the blue eyes, Fishymon. He actually looks like he get, attractive. It's catfishing right there.
Yeah, I gotta.
On, Fishymon.
After the kids eat their breakfast, I gotta load up a dryer and take it to a buddy's house.
Oh yeah, that sucks. Loading it up by yourself?
Yeah.
You got one of those like belt strappy things? You ever see those guys do that? That's kind of cool.
I'll just bear hug it and throw it up on there.
Yeah, I've seen them like they have like some sort of strap that like fits around thing. You just pick it up like a.
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
Big baby or whatever.
Yeah, they're actually pretty neat.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
But no, I'll have my truck backed up to the porch, and it won't be that far to lift it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool. Just chuck it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so lifting it up like to the truck bed part, that would probably be the hard part. Oh yeah.
Well, I might get a Petco too. I haven't decided yet. I do need more crickets, so I'll probably stop there today.
Went there yesterday. Oh, they had pink-tailed chalceuses there. I was like, whoa.
What is that?
It's like a here.
Pink-tailed chalceus.
Pink-tailed chalceus. They get pretty big, from what I understand. Let's see. They look cool though. I mean, these look kind of washed out because they were whatever. In a Petco fish tank, but they get big. Like, I mean, here's a picture. Let me where the hell is my StreamYard? Share. Oh, we lost Fishymon again. That's a pink-tailed chalceus. They get big. It's a little one. I had 3 of them.
Huh. How big that almost looks like a stinking carp.
Yeah, they're kind of very similar. I mean, this one looks huge. This one looks like I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a Pacu in the back, isn't it? Or a silver dollar.
Silver dollar, it looks like.
Yo, is this in the wild? That's cool. What the hell?
Looks
That
like
does not look real.
No, it's an aquarium. Looks like.
Maybe. I think it looks like it was like whatever photoshopped.
Could be.
Yeah, wet spot. There's a wet spot picture.
Greg says that Corey brought some of them back from Peru.
The pigtails?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Huh.
Jason, go back a photo. Oops. Back one photo, I went like there's 37. I don't know which ones you're talking about.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, Eduardo. Love that carp body. Yeah, that's kind of what I like about the Bala sharks too. They kind of get that like bigger carp looking body. Show that striped fish up close again. Hang on, let me see if I can figure out what picture you're talking about. All right, let me just share my screen. Now, where I'm going to hover over each picture, you tell me. This one? Let me know. I'll keep going.
Hopefully he's just messing around.
I know. This is B, C, D, E, F, G. That's a good picture. I like that picture.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Pink-tailed Cherokee or Celsius can 8 inches or more. There we go. That one looks huge. This one looks like a foot.
It does, doesn't it?
This picture freaks me out. I don't know what this is all about. These fish do not look real. Something weird about that. Unsettling. All right, that's it. I showed him twice now, Eduardo.
He said
You have,
that.
you have Google. You have Google. What's up, Fishymon?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can hear you now.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna say you seeded your new tank with a you have a seeded filter in your new tank, but
Yep.
if you don't put any living creatures in it, if it doesn't have food, ammonia, whatever,
Yeah, I know.
the bacteria is gonna die.
Well, if I don't know if you saw when I was putting in that Eco Complete, but there was a whole lot of
Mold and stuff.
yeah,
in
it was. I think it was like moss.
So you never
and like
washed
algae.
it out.
No, I never. I mean, I just dumped it out of the fish tank and stuck it in that thing. You know what I mean? And then I cleaned the fish tank and then reused the fish tank.
All right.
So I didn't
So
bother cleaning the gravel. I just
So
dumped it
it's
in the
probably some
plant
some-
matter in there, dried up, dead.
some stuff that it can feed on.
Yeah, I
until
think
you
that'll
put-
break down and start turning into ammonia. You know what I mean? It actually might cause an ammonia spike. That's what I'm kind of. So I think in a couple of days, maybe just keep doing water changes. I might, once this gets up to temp, I might just,
Yeah.
find a fish for it. What should we put in here, people? I know I've been going down that blue eye route. Oh, speaking of that, maybe we should do that.
For your babies.
No, not the babies. I was thinking about getting some other ones, like seeing what Dan's Fish has. Dan's Fish. This is going to be a quarantine / whatever they. It'll be a quarantine tank at first, but then they're going to just live in it. Or maybe, I don't know. See, that's the thing with fish tanks, open fish tanks. You got like
so many possibilities.
I know, too many. Like I could do this, I could do that. And then, of course, like you'll go somewhere, I'll go to Petco and I'll see a fish that's like completely not even on this list, and I'll just buy it and it'll screw up everything else and I won't be able to do anything else in that tank. That's probably what will happen. Shelly's, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It was a diorama.
Fishy schooling degenerate.
Yeah, trying to teach me. Oh, wise fishy mom.
Oh, I gotta pick that other stuff up today too. Holy hell!
By the way, I never
you
said good morning to Patty, my biggest fan.
It's true.
Good morning, Patty.
Good morning, Patty. I played a Patty's Here video, but we gotta save that for special occasions. Oh man.
Maybe one day Patty will actually come up on your stream.
Maybe. That's wishful thinking.
Get her mad enough, she'll come up.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
If we start insulting her and stuff.
I wouldn't do that though.
She may come up.
I'll never forget that.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Where are we at?
I know, poor Patty. The first time she ever makes an appearance and she has to be like yelling at somebody.
That was epic. Hey,
But
look at
here's
these
two
guys.
different breeds there.
Of
The- Where your mouse is.
this is these are the red neons. These are the luminatus. These are the Gertrude. These are the ones I actually got. I got them from Zan's Fish too. I got 3 males and 3 females of the Aru 4s. That's the island. The Aru is a chain of islands, I think, whatever. Or it's like, and it's got a bunch of little islands, and they just have 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever.
Mm.
Eduardo, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, good. The fish I was trying to show you, or that you actually showed. Let me see if I can show. I have it in a bag before I put it in its quarantine tank. Let me see if I can try to focus it here. That one.
Hang on, let me make it big.
Let me see if I
Hey,
can this
Ricky, I
way.
see you.
Yeah, it was that one
Ricky.
there. It
Nice.
has stripes going down. It was all by itself in the tank at the LFS, and I picked him up. I mean, he's about 2.5, 3 inches long.
And he's
And
got
now
red
he's-
fins.
Yeah, he has a top red fin and tail, but it's light. But his body is sort of kind of like, it's dark there because he's stressed out.
Yeah.
He has stripes going straight down. It is a type of tetra, I do believe.
Interesting.
I also
Maybe a
picked,
blood fin? Like how big? He's you said he's a couple inches.
he's about that big right there.
Look, how many knuckles?
3 knuckles.
All right, there you go.
He's a 3-knuckle one. I also picked this. I also picked the some albino
Sorry.
long fin Danio, zebra Danios. Yep,
Nice.
picked those up.
Oh,
And-
man. Sorry.
Yeah, I got the joke. And then,
That's an old reference.
and then I also got these. They're loaches. Let me see if I can. Yeah, they're loaches. They're they're kind of really small. They're like pygmy, but they're actually loaches because I went to go get the red-tailed blue botia, but they didn't have them. But I saw these. They had a couple of these, and I grabbed those. Those are really, really nice too. They're all in the quarantine tank, but can't wait. They're going into the 75 that I did the debut album, the debut video that everybody was criticizing and giving me pointers on.
Who's still on this?
No,
Still-
I'm not on it.
He's never gonna let it down.
The funny thing is, I actually did 3 little shorts after that. Nobody even mentioned stuff. It just hurts my feelings.
Oh,
Assholes.
God.
Anyway,
Get over it.
but it is, no joke, Jason. You did that in 40 minutes. You know that?
All right, that's cool.
From
What
breaking down the under gravel to putting it in and almost slicing your fingers. We were all like, we're all going like this. No, he's gonna slice. He's gonna stab it. Then you put the damn tank on a stool. It wobbles. Everybody's
Whoa.
shaking, and it's like I could just see the whole tank. Just crash.
Eduardo, you don't have to kiss Jason's ass. He's not gonna send you bread or nothing.
You don't know, fishy man. I might send some bread.
Anyway, Lady Diane and I and a whole bunch of us, we were just like literally nervous because you did a really
Anxiety,
great job.
man.
It was really no. I'm I don't pay attention to fishing, man. But
It's good.
you did it really, really quick. The gravel was, you did that, you put that, you did this. It was like, it's excellent to teach. It's a nice learning tool.
Cool.
And like some people at the chat were saying, how the hell do you not have 500 or more subs? So if you're not sub to Jason, sub right now. Damn
That's
it.
right. Damn it. Or Eduardo's
Wow.
gonna hunt you down and hit that like. Listen to
Yeah,
Nightbot.
definitely hit that like.
Lady Diane's still unnerved.
And we were all like, is he gonna get a hernia when he lifted it up? I mean, it was just, we were all just so worried, you know.
I love it.
And it wasn't about, and then of course I was, I think it was Peplin that said something about the methylene blue, oh
yeah,
yeah, that
the
was
stained, yeah,
the stains. But you know what?
I mean,
That just says that's a really good tank.
it was
That's
a quarantine
used,
tank.
really
Right?
good tank. I love that stuff.
That was from ICX,
And then
yeah.
Yeah, you said it was going to be a quarantine tank. So, and even the aquascaping, even though I don't think I would have put plants so early, the water was so
A little cold.
Yeah.
A little cold.
But yeah, well, 68 is not that bad, but
Yeah, it
if
was
they
like
melt, they
67.
melt. Yeah.
So that's what it came out of the tap at, 67. So
Right.
that's probably where it runs. Maybe I should have
came
switched
out-
that up a notch.
It looks, and it's sparkling clear. I'm like in sand. Was the sand used before? Or was it
No,
new?
the sand was brand new.
Yeah,
I just got
and
that
you-
bag. But the gravel
And you
was-
didn't even clean it out and rinse it out, did you?
No. It was like whatever. It's aquarium sand. So it's
Right.
like whatever that Imaginarium stuff that Petco sells.
Yeah. Yeah, but the tank looks crisp. It looks really crisp. It looks like it's been set for a while now. It's not like you just set it up. Even the tank itself doesn't have the little bubbles all over it.
Not yet. Well, it's starting to.
It will later.
Yeah, I think it's got to warm up a little bit, and then those bubbles will come. But no, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I thought it was fun.
It was. In 40 minutes, you set that entire tank, which is pretty fast. I mean, for an under gravel filter setup,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you've been doing this for a long, long time.
Well, it's been a while. I've set up a tank or two in my time.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But the
I
thing
don't know.
is, so have I, but I take a lot longer. I don't know. Maybe it's because I just make sure everything is
Well, I kind
copacetic
of mentally
and-
planned a lot of things too. You know what I mean? I kind of set things up in my mind.
Right.
Like-
You can tell because when you did the cuttings and the edging on the under gravel, and I was saying, damn, Lady Diane said that they're still available. I mean, I do see them in the stores, but they're like full of dirt or dust. I don't see them brand new. Did you pick these up recently? Or you
I got
have
them. I got them at I got it at Petco. All those for the 10 gallons. Like I said, I used those plates from Amazon for the bigger tanks, and those are like they sit up off the glass by like an inch. I actually have a whole process. I don't know if I have any videos on that. It might have been some early live streams that had that in there when I was doing that.
Yeah.
But I would hot glue like what do they call that? That plastic canvas stuff around the edges, so that gravel couldn't get under it. You know what I mean? Because the edges, I'd make like a fence basically, and for the whole thing.
So the gravel doesn't just sunk in the bottom.
Yeah, and exactly, and go around the sides.
When I had when I set up a couple of years ago, I would say about 8 years ago, when I set up the tank, I think it was a 75. It came with an under gravel filter, and it was connected to a weird canister filter.
Interesting.
And when I took it apart to clean it all out, once the fish had the fish came with the tank, were all pretty fish. I had a pair of breeding jewels, gorgeous red jewels, but they seemed every time they bred, they would just beat some other fish up, and there were some big cats in there, and all that. And once they passed out, I took down the tank, and when I cleaned it out, the bottom underneath the under gravel filter was actually probably less dirty than a tank that had filters and over the back filters. I mean, sponge filters.
Yeah,
so
right.
Like, all these comments that all the crap stays down there is like, no, it really doesn't. If you have proper filtration, like you do.
Yeah, if you got it the way it's supposed to be, I guess, or whatever.
It just
Yeah,
sucks it
exactly.
right out. Yep.
And then and then whatever it digests it, and the bacteria digests everything.
Correct. Yep.
Well,
And it was.
I gotta
was
go,
set
guys.
up-
I'll talk to you later.
All right, Skip. Thanks for coming up, man.
I'm gonna go move that dryer.
Later,
Have
Skip.
fun with that.
I can't
See you,
believe
man.
you're actually awake, Skipper. Have a good day.
I'm a trooper.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What's that called that you take? It's made with tomato sauce. With tomatoes, juice. Bloody Mary.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Bloody
should have
Marys,
a couple
yeah.
of Bloody Marys, yeah. I mean,
And
just by
scream.
looking at him, I should have had a couple of Bloody Marys last night, this morning. But
Yeah, Bloody Mary.
But
I haven't had one in a
definitely-
long time.
the Lady Diane also has underwater filters, and she was talking about how wonderful they have been. And I have to agree, they have been. And when I worked at the LFS, that's how we used to do it back in the day. It was all underwater filters and the little corner filters with the charcoal and
The box, the box filters.
yeah, the little
oh,
box things. Like,
Those are great
we used to
too,
call
actually.
it cotton, but we call it now what? Nylon, pylon, whatever.
Polyfill or whatever it is.
Polyfill, yeah. But it was all underwater filters for all the bigger tanks. It was also so, and
Well, let's see.
again, years, decades, we didn't take the under gravel filters out to clean them out or anything like that. It was a really good system. So hopefully,
It's
are they coming
13
back?
tanks.
Are they back?
I don't know if they're back or not, but I remember when I was a kid, back in whatever the 80s, maybe late 70s. I think it was probably 80s at this point. When I was, I had like a 29-gallon tank and I had a 10-gallon tank, and they both had under gravel filters in it, and they were some of the best tanks I ever remember having.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Crystal clear water. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and that was right back when hang on back started becoming a thing. I had the box filter in the corner with the cotton in it and the whatever.
Yep.
Charcoal.
Yeah. Did we
I had
even know
Corey's
about?
breed.
Did we even know about good bacteria back in the day?
I
I don't
think-
remember. That was in that conversation. I don't think I ever reading about that conversation about good bacteria, bad bacteria.
I don't think they knew what the bacteria was. You know, like they didn't have a name for it. They didn't have it isolated to like what bacteria types were.
And
But I do
they
think
certainly
that-
didn't inform us in it.
It was understood that like you needed to like wait for the bacteria to build, or like, you know, the tank was deadly.
Exactly.
At least I knew that back then, that you had to like cycle the tank, and that meant more than just letting it run for 24 hours
Correct.
with a filter. Yeah, but even then, back then, I didn't care much. I just threw things in tanks.
Trial and error, I believe. Trial and error.
I had an
Yeah,
Oscar
all
in a 29.
Yeah.
Spent his
that's
entire
true.
life, 10 years in a 29-gallon tank.
And
Still
yet,
feel bad about that.
I remember losing less fish back in the day than I've actually done previously. Maybe in the past 5 years, I probably lost more fish than I ever did when I started out when I was 12, 13, 14 years old. So
Yeah.
you tell me where are we going wrong today that is different than back then? Back in
I don't
the day.
know. I mean, maybe are you probably keeping more fish?
No, I've been keeping a lot of fish for a long time, but I'm saying recently in the past 5 years, and I mean not necessarily in this year, because this year, I mean, I'm working on well water, and there's nothing industrial around me at all. So the well water comes out like a perfect 7 with nothing in it. And
Well,
but
nothing you
when
can
I was
see.
in the city, like in Naples, it was horrible. You know,
Oh, I thought you were saying there was you were having a lot of problems with the, because like sometimes wells, I mean the water might be great, but there's bacteria in it. You know what I mean? And that well has,
Right.
and that could be harmful to the fish.
correct. But at the
So-
same time, it's Florida. Anything is harmful for anyone. You forget?
This is true. Once again, the problem is Florida.
Yeah. Yep. I think, funny, you were saying that I saw on, after we were talking about last night that we should just like get rid of Florida. We were joking around it.
Yeah.
There was a cartoon, and thinking of cartoons, you come to mind. Bugs Bunny cutting Florida
I do
with a
remember that.
saw
I remember
away
this.
from the U.S.
Somebody said that in that stream last night. We should just cut it off and let it float away. And that's the first thing I thought of was that Bugs Bunny.
And the funny thing is, I saw that particular cartoon. I think it was on my Facebook, some meme or something like that.
Yeah.
Cutting Florida away. I thought that was funny. And
Canadian Aquatics here says it's marketing in large companies that destroyed under gravel filters, period. There is no money in them or replacement parts needed. Yep, I agree with that. It's probably the same thing that like sponge filters aren't ever pushed in stores either.
correct.
Same idea. Just need air hose.
Money making machines. That's all.
That's right.
Because I remember when over the back filters came out, it was all about the cartridge and the little thing, and
Good
then
morning.
the cartridge that you would pay like a couple of dollars for the filter, but it was the cartridges that you paid more. That's where they made their money.
Right. Yeah, there was always, oh yeah, swap it out every month, whatever, every week.
Yep. And because
Buy
the
more,
guy
buy
that
more.
said, and of course, because the bacteria, when we were thinking the bacteria was, the dirt and all that stuff was bad, we would take it out, put a new one in. And yet what we were doing is we were just, spending money on nothing, because how many times could we just take that filter out, rinse it out real quick, and
that's what I do.
tank
That's what I
water
used
and
to
put
do.
it right back in, and you don't kill the bacteria, and it still goes great forever and ever and ever.
Just clean the
And then
scum
we
off
learned
of
that
it.
carbon isn't necessarily for nothing, except when taking out maybe medicine or something in a tank.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, carbon, well, it doesn't choke up like incredibly fast, but it does choke up pretty quick.
Yep. And
you have to force water through it for it to be. So look at a dance fish here, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of pseudos available. Looks like everything is log in to create a wish list. Stock level 0, stock level 0, 0.
Yep.
No. Must have bought all them. Oh well.
Yeah.
I'll keep looking.
But the underground filters, I think, I'm thinking of maybe just going right back to that. And I knew it was so easy for it. I was like watching. I was like, holy shit, he's going really, really fast. I mean, I blinked, you got the bottom on. I blinked, then you put the dirt. I blinked, and then you put the sand. I blinked, and then you already landscaped it, or aquascaped it. And it's like, what the hell? And then 2 seconds later, the water is in there. And I'm like, I hope he tested the damn tank before he put that water in. And then,
it was holding water before I took the water out.
Oh, okay. So
I drained the water this morning and then dumped the gravel out, and then kind of gave it a good rinse. And then that was before the stream. I did a little prep.
Because I always have a fear that when you have a tank that's, we've had it sit for a couple of months or something, and then you go, oh, I got to use that tank, and then you don't test it, and then it starts to leak or something like that. Because I had a couple of tanks that I had out in the outside in the off the garage door, and I was like, okay, I'm sure the sun must have toasted the sides, and sure enough, before I brought them in, I tested, they were leaking, so they were just garbage. Because I don't believe in resealing them or anything like that.
Well, it's not for like a 10-gallon. I mean, fit for whatever, 10-gallon. If you get it on the half off sale, is what, $10 maybe?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I paid $15 for this, and it's not on sale.
And I'd rather spend the $20 on a new tank than take a risk that an old tank is going to leak and kill my fish.
I mean, if it was like a huge tank, then maybe like something that's like a $800, $900 tank, I would definitely think about resealing that.
Then again, I wouldn't have an 800-gallon tank just sitting out there for months either. So
true. I wouldn't either. Probably. I would hope I wouldn't, but.
Well, not outside where the sun would get it. I mean, I would put it somewhere with shade to cover it up or something to that effect.
The extra flow caused the gravel to get clogged way too fast, and they became much less effective once the gravel was clogged. Yeah, that's what I think. That's why I try to do the slow flow, or at least the shorter lift tube, so it's not a huge draw.
It doesn't pull in all the gravel in.
But what was it? Who said that? It was red. Hang on, red laser. That's what it was. Box filters are better to remove particulates in the water than sponge filters. Is that because the polyfill is like a finer thing?
Yep, it grabs them. Yeah, it clears all the particles from the water surface.
I remember those things being great.
They were, but I hated when they got that when the bacteria was on the filter and the whiteness wasn't there. It was just like this glob.
Yellow, yeah, like snot.
Yeah, just
that's one thing I didn't like about those things. That's because a polyfill is just plastic, right? And you're just essentially throwing that in a landfill.
Correct.
Like, you know what I mean? Like once it's I guess you could rinse it, but nobody ever did that.
I just would pick it and just dump it and put some new on it because it felt really, really disgusting. It did. And of course,
slow down the flow. You don't lose your bacteria bed. Yep. It doesn't wash out roots. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I kind of want it slow. I mean, the way it's chooching right now in that tank, it's kind of a little high, but I don't think
it started. You just started it. I wrote down in the chat that I think some some GBRs would look really, really cool with some cool cories. That's what I would put in that tank. And I don't
Not
know if you have
bad idea.
GBRs. Do you, Jason?
I don't actually. Oh
Yeah.
man, there's so many possibilities. See, I just had like a bunch of ideas flash right through my head.
Because I mean, with the sand, it would be great for the quarries.
Yeah.
The line of sight that you put up there would be great for at least a couple of pairs of GBRs, some electric blue GBRs, maybe some Bolivian Rams, and and I just thought of Rams because I happen to love Rams.
I haven't done Rams. I had Rams when I was a kid. Actually, that was like the last time. Been a long time. That was a cool fish though.
Yeah.
Was it Microgeophagus ramirezi?
Yes.
God, I pulled that out.
Yeah.
I'm like, man.
But when it comes to Rams, Angels, those tanks there like that, I just love that. The gravel with the and of course
Angels.
Yep, Angels is another one. When it gets nice and filled with the plants, definitely. And that's a 10-gallon, right? Someone said it was a 15. I said no, I think it looks like a 10.
It's a 10. Yeah, it's a 10.
Now let me ask you: was it heavy when you lifted it to put it on the shelf?
It wasn't too bad. No, I mean it was definitely not like
Was it good?
Yeah, it would be something like if I had to walk down the block with it.
Thank God.
By the end of that block, I'd be like, all right, it's starting to suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't that bad. I definitely lifted heavier, putting those the 29 gallons on the top of that rack.
Yep.
I because it's such a tight space between the ceiling and there's only like 4 inches.
You don't have that much space between the two.
Yeah. So I kind of had to escape the whole tank and then lift it up there. Oh my God. I almost couldn't do it. It was at that point where I was like, oh my God, I need like, it's like, no. I'm like, the only other option is to drop this on the floor right now. It's got to go. Yeah.
I mean,
definitely get help when you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I mean, when I'm doing the 40s that I got, it's like, shit, I got to set that stand up, do it there, and do it on the stand. I'm not lifting that anywhere else.
BCB cartridges.
Wherever I put it, that's what's going in. I'm not moving that shit at all. But it came out really cool. It looks really, really sharp.
Cool.
But I was thinking GBRs and...
I almost threw in my little diver guy in there.
Yeah. I still think I can't wait to get the red tail blue botias.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I don't think I've ever seen them.
Yeah, no, they're really, really nice. And when you look at them, there's two types. There's the one that they inject the blue in. Those are no-nos. They're just a regular. They don't have that. I mean, even though the one that I had, which was probably about 4 to 5 inches long, I mean, he was gorgeous. I had him like for 5 years. And they were like, oh, no, they're aggressive. He was never aggressive. Never. He was never aggressive with any of the fish. And we had fry in that tank too. So, no. And I had the spiny eel. Remember the one that looks like a horse and they stay on the gravel? I had that with them as well. No big deal. Wow. It was like the rare, odd fish.
Yeah.
I
know what you mean. But what I was going to say, there's a swap coming up, in March, probably like a month. Maybe I'll just keep my options open until then. Yeah, it's at that fish place, that pet place, whatever it's called. I think it's the Aquarium Society of Lancaster County. Might be the York Club of York. One of those two is having a swap at that place, and that is like a huge. It's pretty amazing. Like I don't know if you ever get the chance when you're in Pennsylvania, and you're going to be close to it. Actually,
I wonder if what's her name is going to be there. Rachel O'Leary.
Maybe she might be, but yeah, Eduardo, when you're in PA, check it out because it's probably going to be pretty close to you.
I'll be in New York.
Yeah, it's real close to that. It's in Lancaster, but York is right next to Lancaster.
I have a niece that lives in Lancaster. Not to mention Lancaster.
Yeah, and anyway, it's called That Fish Place, and it's like a huge. I mean, it's kind of like
swaps in March, Patty.
Yeah, it's in March, at the 26th, I think. It's a Saturday, I think. I don't know. It's the end of March.
Well, you should go down when you go down there, Jason. Videotape it, show it to us. It's like, hey, this
I will try.
Here. And
But it's like if I remember, it's like the size of like a Home Depot. Like that's how big this
wow,
place is. And
that's
it's
huge.
they have a huge reptile section. They have a huge just like dog food, pet food, and they have like huge like like they have fish tanks like for days on display, like huge tanks, like
You
Nice.
should come, Patty.
yeah, it's gonna be cool. Skipper's going. Fishimon and I are going. I believe Vinay from Colored Guppies is going to be there. I've heard Lefty might make an appearance. So
Did you give the information to Jess for the aquatic morning?
yeah,
show?
she's been talking about it pretty much almost every show. It's like one of the first.
Okay, cool.
Now it's getting
I mean,
closer to it. So I think
Yeah,
Aquashell is coming first, and then
Yeah, Aquashell is at the end of this month, correct?
Aquarium, not co-op. Society. Wait, is it Aquarium Club of Lancaster? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, those
The
are two of the clubs that are sponsoring the Keystone.
That is correct. The
York
Keystone
and,
Clash.
Yep. Awesome. But I mean, if you go to that swap,
I could be wrong about it being this club.
I think the only swap I ever went to
I'd like to see you come, Patty.
decades ago when I was in Jersey, and it was like I walked in and it was just like, no, I can't deal with this shit. It was like you walked in there was like a car salesman at every table. And I'm like,
oh yeah,
I was like, yeah, I just came to see.
yeah. I just want to see what you guys got. Right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is this is 2020. Why does this say 2020? Man, update your website, people. Went to your
Yeah,
events and it
nothing
says 2020, but this is hang on. I don't know. Wow.
There it is, 2021. Well, that's for the Clash.
That's the Clash. That was last year's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not this one. Maybe it's the Cichlid Club. I thought it was that. Maybe we should go to that.
It could be the York Cichlid Club. That's the other club.
Go to that pet place, that fish place. Yeah. They tell us any events coming up? Events. What is happening? Freshwater swap. There it is.
Yeah, Alishon said he might go to the Lancaster swap, so it might be Lancaster. They just haven't updated the event.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, the fish place has it listed here that
Freshwater swap. Okay.
the 26th from 11 to 3 on a Saturday. So it is Saturday the 26th. That was right. In collaboration with the Aquarium Club of Lancaster County. We'll be inviting small vendors and hobbyists to participate and sell and trade their freshwater plants, fish, and more. Good morning, Shanna.
Good morning, Shanna.
Anyway, $3 to get in.
See what I'm saying? It's just $3. That's nothing, It's
That's
just
nothing.
supporting the local.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah,
I like
exactly.
that. That's it. I mean, yeah, take a fee. I mean, we gotta pay the light bill with this. So
There you go. It goes to their life education fund to benefit school programs for aquatic life. So that basically, I'm hearing fish tanks in classrooms.
there you go. Put
And the Aquarium Club will raffle proceeds.
Put the link in the chat, Jason, so we can go to it when we get a chance.
Yeah, I'm not sure where. Wait, I just click on this. Okay, here we go. This is on their Facebook page. So I could link this.
Patty, you should come. I'll give you them guppies if you come to the swap.
Yeah.
You want a table? Yeah, Lancaster.
That's the name of the place, right? The fish place?
That fish place, yep. And that's what it's actually called. That pet place, that fish place, that pet place is what it's called.
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
Do they have? I don't know if they have any pictures. Visit us. The retail store. I don't know if they show any pictures, but I mean they have they have like a saltwater section that's like insane. Plus the freshwater section's like crazy. It's just like rows and rows and rows.
You've been there before, Jason?
I have been there. I got pea puffers there. That's where my old pea puffers came from. And I've been there a couple times. They got some plants there, I think. They have like a room dedicated to aquatic plants. They sell their fish.
I like to visit this place too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Why doesn't it? I know they sell fish online, or at least they used to. I was just trying to aquarium livestock. Derp. Yeah, I mean
They
they
may
sell
have-
all sorts of stuff, man. They got
They
salt
may
water.
have some of your blue eyes.
Maybe they got some
And they got-
glowfish.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that when I went at the LFS, they had some white
Synodontis.
skirt tetras that were in what do you call it, in neon colors, and I was like, why did you get these?
You can only get their
I-
blue rams in person.
Yeah, and then Dallas, the owner, he's like, I don't know, some mother came in saying that she wanted some glow tetras for the kids or some glowfish for the kids, and I'm like, oh shit. He so rarely has or falls for that.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't think the fish should be punished for it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're buying the fish, then that's just perpetuating a problem. Like, I don't know. Should we really be
Again, you
genetically
fall into
engineering
that
fish?
double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You want to introduce newcomers, and then the only way to do that is to, through a chemically changed fish. No, there's so many beautiful natural colored fish. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we could be doing better.
Yeah, we could do better.
White cloud minnows. I love those fish. Panda cories.
You're at
It's
Dan's
upside
Fish
down.
now?
No, this is that pet place or that fish place.
Okay,
I'm just seeing what they have in stock at the moment.
You should just make it. That looks really
I have
cool.
really, really, really been tempted. Not with this, not an opaline gourami, but whoops.
The honey gourami?
No, the like those samurai, the chocolate samurai gouramis. I had a short.
Oh, okay.
Man.
All right.
Those things are cool.
The chocolate
Do I?
gouramis?
Yeah, I think they're. Yeah, hang on. I can pull up my YouTube. Yeah, I can show my own videos. Why not? Where is it? My channel.
I made it bigger so I can see. Okay. Nice.
All right. Let's.
And the prices look pretty cool.
Here we go. Can we share that? Yep. Cool.
Yeah, those are the chocolate gouramis. Yep.
See this guy here? Subscribe.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, these
He's the
guys.
guy. Can't read that small.
Degenerate fish keeper.
Oh, you silly shit. Okay.
This is my video. There is audio.
Are they
This one.
yours?
No, these are not mine. I took these. This was at the Keystone Clash, actually.
Oh,
This was one of
okay,
these
okay.
were on that display. I think they were auctioning these at the end of the day or at the end of the show on the Sunday. And I really wanted that was the only reason I would have came back for that auction on Sunday.
Let me ask you a question. We're
These
about
guys
the
are cool.
Keystone Clash and the sponsoring. Lefty was talking about it with Skipper last night that he sponsored, I don't know, 675,000 leaf fish. Yeah, gourami leaf fish. Yeah, or chocolate gouramis. I'm not sure.
Chocolate gouramis, yeah. I think there's
But
really
he might
stunning.
be right. They look like leaf fish too, Ricky. But he was talking about the sponsors that he did, and that's how he won the
Look at that color.
the free stay at the Keystone Clash. Sponsoring.
Oh, that's right.
It's like what is that about? I don't understand. You sponsor it for what purpose?
Dude, you're asking the wrong guy. I don't really
I'm
understand what
sorry.
it's all about either.
Skipper would have
I'm
been
just
the
guessing
best
it's
guy
throwing
to
money
ask.
at him, and saying, hey, here's some money and just attach my name to this. That's what I got. But yeah, I mean, I guess Lefty sponsored a bunch of stuff, so they gave him like a free entry thing, a free
Right.
ticket.
Understood. Anyway, oh no, he didn't. They didn't give it. He won it on in a raffle.
That's
Jennifer
right.
Weaver
That's
was
right.
the one that announced it. Yeah, that he had won.
That's right,
But I
because there was a raffle for all the people that were sponsors. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Right. And I was
So I
saying,
guess-
okay, I want to sponsor, but what's the purpose of me sponsoring? What is it doing? There's no explanation to tell you why you're sponsoring something.
You're just sponsoring it to, I guess, put your name on it. Hey, I've donated money to this club or this event for those clubs.
Or this fish because it's
For
about
this-
fish.
Yeah, for this, whatever, just I don't know, display. I don't know. I don't know, man. You got me.
Okay, all right. Well, that's all right. I'll find out later. If anybody in chat knows, please.
I'm
let
just
us
trying to
know.
guess, like what the purpose is. That's the only thing I think of. It's just basically philanthropy, just giving money to help the clubs, and they're saying, sponsored by Eduardo because he gave us a bunch of money.
Alishan said
Same
it helps
reason people
speakers,
sponsors
hotel costs.
Jess's cup in the morning.
That just sounded so wrong, Fishy Man.
Jason, Alishan said that it helps pay for the speakers, hotel costs.
Yeah,
that kind
okay.
of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and that's right. And I guess if you're sponsoring a certain thing like that speaker, you know what I mean?
Right. Local Austin said it's fundraiser to support the clubs and stuff. Yeah, but we donate for that anyway. We're doing that anyway. We're paying to go there. We're paying to, we're paying an entrance fee on that.
Yeah, but I think the
$100
entrance fee is
to
just
go in.
covering the basics, just covering the
The cost of the hotel.
yeah, just the overhead. I think they're making.
See,
I don't think they're making a whole lot of
Genevieve
money on the
just said
tickets.
Steven sponsored too.
Cool.
Yeah, Steven sponsored too, and he doesn't even know what it was for. He just sponsored that.
That's it. See,
I'm like,
All right.
okay,
so I'm not entirely wrong. Just-
right. But I'm saying, Genevieve, did you find out? What was for, or is it? It just doesn't matter. We just sponsor because we just don't throwing money.
I think
out
you
the
just
door
generally
like
sponsors like whatever. Because that's what I know that Fish Fam for the Clash thing. I believe we're gonna be like a platinum level sponsor.
Yeah, we are
Which is like
platinum level because of what
Yeah.
Matt did. Yes.
Yeah, well, I think we were already going to hit that either way, but
Yes,
from
we were.
what Rico
Yes,
was
right.
saying. But either way, I mean, whatever, it's great. It's just more money, and that just puts us on the thing as like we're a platinum level sponsor. That means we were drop some
Well,
serious
Matt's saying-
coin.
Yeah. Matt just said, "Don't get caught up on sponsoring. It's a drug. It's addictive."
Yeah, don't do
But
it.
is it our
Stay
hobby?
away, kids.
Is
Stay
it
away,
our whole
kids.
hobby addictive as it is? Seriously?
Fair enough.
I mean, I went in to go pick fish I ordered that I wanted. They didn't arrive, so I ended up buying other fish before. It's like I didn't go in to buy new fish. But who's gonna pass up odd fish? I don't know. I can't do it.
Depends on the
And he said
fish. You know what I
something weird
mean? Like
one
some
time.
fish are like, man, that'd be a whole lot of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what?
You know
I
the
just thought
banjo
of-
cat, the banjo catfish.
Yes.
The ones that play dead when you move the water. They just
Yeah.
literally. Okay.
I've seen them. Yeah.
I've always had them. Don't ask me why. I rarely see them in the tank. But the LFS had one, and I'm like, shit, only one, and I got it like back in July or something to that effect. It's in one of the tanks. Don't ask me where, have I seen it since? Because
Yeah, it's like I have plecos that I don't think I've seen twice in the 10 years I've owned it.
the
And that's because I had to move it to a different tank.
the coolie loaches inside in the big 75 I've never seen. I only when I literally I lift stuff where I'm looking for them, and then I'll see them. But them running around doing no, not at all. Then I got 5 the other day that I put in a smaller tank just by themselves, and they have every place to hide, and they're constantly just swimming all over the place. They're not hiding at all. So
Right.
I thought, and they're really colored. They're really nice. I'm like, what's the difference between that and them having a big ass space in the 75 and not running around? And then the ones in the 75, they're chunky. I mean, they are chunky. They're really, really thick. And I'm like, obviously they're eating, so something's going right. You have
John the
loaches?
fisherman. What's that?
You have loaches? Yeah, you have loaches.
I got what is it? A zebra loach, I think is what we determined it was.
Yeah,
And
yep.
that is the
One that's-
oldest fish in my fish room. It is
Right,
at
and then you
least
have some
13
sort
years old.
of the one that you have in that tank that had the shipwreck in it. I remember mentioning something about that.
Those are roof garas.
The Garas, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I also
thought
have. I got 2 types of garas. I got the rufas, which are the red ones, and I got the spilotas. They're in 2 different
Right.
tanks.
but it was the Garas. I think that I thought there were botias that I.
Yeah, they're very similar. Yeah, they look very similar. And I believe that zebra loach is. I mean, it can be called as botia. I think
Yeah.
that's like the synonymous term. I don't know.
Were there loaches and a botia is active. Botia.
Botia. I don't even know how to say it.
Botia. It's botia. It's a Latin
Okay.
name, but it's botia. Anyway, but you know how we always screw up words. Botia.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me a
Botia.
fuck. It's botia. And I don't know. I think the coloration. You know the oh my god, what is it? The red tail shark. The same
Yes.
thing. They're loaches. You know, dark body with the red tail. I love them too. But then they also come in albino.
Yes.
The red tail albino. I love them, but then I find them to be a
big on
lot more
albinos.
aggressive. Yeah, a lot more aggressive than the blue botia. So
I feel the same way about albinos that I feel about glowfish. I think we should not be breeding in these things in the fish.
but the albinos are natural in life.
Yeah.
Natural. I mean, look at the albino pleco bristle.
Yeah, I'm not saying right. That is fair, but like, it's also an
But when they-
anomaly in nature, right? That like nature really doesn't
produce
strive
some
for
of
that.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's kind of like a throwback, I think. You know what I mean?
Right, and then they are using the albinos, red tail sharks to put neon colors in them. So I've
Interesting.
seen those.
Oh,
in the
okay.
pet shops. So,
Like
Yeah.
you're talking about like the glowfish.
correct. They make them
Okay,
into
with the
glowfish.
DN
They've done
yeah.
that to bettas. Make them bettas into.
Oh
glowfish.
yeah, I've seen
What
that too. Yeah.
What the
Yeah,
hell
that's
is
nuts.
this?
Nuts.
Yeah, but you don't see anybody against it. You know.
Well, I
nobody's
mean, it's
doing a
kind of-
petition on it or something like that.
It's the genie's out of the bottle, man. What are you gonna do?
And Jenna said albino genes are in every bristlenose pleco. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. They're natural.
It's not a dominant gene for a reason. Yeah, that's what Geekboy
Right.
said. Yeah,
Is
like I
the-
said, I just think it's
Oh, okay.
I just think it's whatever. It's a weakness. I think if like too much albinism just produces weak fish. I think. You know, now that's not to say that there isn't a place for it. Like those not ghost knives, the blind cave tetras I have.
Correct.
I wouldn't even.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's like I don't know if that's albino or just a.
No,
like
that
that's some
was
sort-
evolution. You
Yeah.
said it right when you were telling the story when you were creating it. It's the evolution of it. It's because of the darkness of where they come from. They don't need sight.
Yeah, and then their body like doesn't develop that pigment or whatever it is.
Yep.
But it's not an albino thing. It's just a lack of pigment, I guess. Which is different. I don't know. I don't know enough about this.
But then again, you know, we get those. What is it? The
Yeah,
bubble.
that's
fish?
kind of my point.
Yeah,
What Geekboy just said, turn it into purebred.
defective
stuff.
dogs. Correct. Yeah, I agree.
Then you have problems, and you get all sorts of genetic defects.
Yeah.
Low cows are
I'm like-
next.
When we look at our natural
milk.
fish, like my vampire swordtails, I love them. They have red eyes. There's nothing, and they're naturally like that. There's nothing happening
Yeah.
to their bodies. You know, I mean, did somebody, hibernate them somewhere? Hibernate, that's not the proper word, but genetically
Hybridize,
yeah, hybridize. There you go. Did they, or are they naturally this way? I just love the way they look, and they look healthy, and they last forever. And I'm like, yeah, I'll keep them. But then again, when we look at the golden blue rams, for example, and Jason, who's going to be on Kaler's show, I think it's going to be tonight. He's created a strain from Bob Kaler.
Okay.
But Jason's going to be on as a guest. He's in Australia. I follow him, Jason's Fishroom. A little promo for him. But
I don't think I know.
yeah,
He's an Australian.
kid. Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe
He's done is he took the German black rams and bred them to a point where he created his own strain of celestial black rams. Beautiful, beautiful fish, sparkling fish, gorgeous, stunning. And again, he used the Dean's technique to breed them and do that. And then he altered that and created his own little technique to breed. He has, I think, 15 tanks, something like that, really small. But he has massive, massive celestial black rams. When till you see him? It's just fabulous.
That's cool.
And young kid, he's studying medicine, I believe. I've been following him now since he started, I don't know, maybe a year ago. I don't know if you know Keep Fish Simple. with Nick, also from Australia. They used to be friends. I don't know what happened, but he started with Nick.
I was going to point that out. When
Yeah,
lady,
and
like, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, he took off. They broke off for some reason because Jason was really, really good with the Rams, and he did really, really well. So he opened up his little tiny. He created his parents built him a shed, and he made the little shed into his fish room. Cool story, you know, very humble kid and young man. I call them kids, but you know. But again, someone that took on the natural process, and he would when he culled culled, yeah, he didn't kill any fish, he just moved them and then trying to focus on the black strain. There you go. So is that a bad thing? Justin, thank you, Matt. Justin, thank you, not Jason. Justin, thank you for correcting me. Justin's Fishroom.
I just want to point out what Lady Diane said here. We were talking about, like, you know, somebody said that goldfish are bred to be mutants, but there is people that appreciate that, right?
Correct.
So that's why it's happening. Not saying I'm not putting judgment on it. I'm just saying I don't know if it's like the best thing to be, because some of those fish are pretty weak, you know, and obviously like some of those goldfish, I mean, I don't even know how they survive. Well, like they got the bubble eyes, they can't see. I mean, how do they eat?
You mentioned the goldfish. Have you watched Lucas Lucas Goldfish?
No, Lucas.
It's all about. He has all about exactly what you just said about these rare goldfish. I forget the names of them. Not shabunkins, the ones that have the big head.
Yeah, I don't even know how to. Yeah, I don't even know.
And he actually operated on one of his fish, cutting those that covered the eyes. But again, yeah, and he's
have to do that.
Awesome too. Another one.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I mean, whatever floats your boat, man. If you like it, you like it, and it's out there. I mean, obviously,
right?
It exists. And
yes, lady. Yeah, yes, Lady Diane. The Midnight Rams, what Dean has, but Justin has created the Celestial. His version of the black Rams are the Celestials. I hope he'll talk about it tonight when we see him. I hope I'm there to ask him questions because he knows me very well. Knows of me. He knows.
I have goldfish, but I got what do they call them? Single tail, like just
the comet.
I bought them as feeder goldfish for 24 cents.
I don't know. Did I take a picture of the one that? Let me check. I went to the same LFS last week, and I picked up I don't know if I have them in here at all in the camera. But I picked up a comet this big.
Yeah.
And again, someone brought him in and he goes, "Do you want him? Take him." You know, he's just like, "Yeah." You know.
Nice.
I put him in there and he's huge. I don't have the picture of him. Freaking always thinking I have this. I so rarely use this freaking phone for anything but just answering text. But yeah. The oddities, we were talking about that yesterday with Bex, and you know how we're going to be having to take care of our own fish in the black market, like Steven said. He's going to be in the alley. He's like, I got my guppies right here, right here. It's like doing the flash thing in a dark alleyway. It's like, but I don't know, for some reason, Jason, I like
some guppies.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, want some guppies? I can see
it's gonna be like a drug for us. Hey, we got to do underground selling fish. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too funny. But since I was young, I like the odd fish, the one that doesn't fit into everything else.
Yeah, you just reminded me of a bunch of stuff when you were talking about that. Like, when I was a kid, I used to have we called them freshwater flounders, but they were called tonguefish, I guess.
Tonguefish, yeah.
I gotta get some of them. Those are so weird.
Are they even around anymore? Some of them.
I don't know, but I believe they're brackish though. I think I think they're kind of like gobies, but I do have very hard water, so I think I don't know, it might work.
No, we're not talking about the bill, Geek Boy. We're just talking about the effects of how that bill came up and all the stuff that we were thinking of doing in order to propagate and continue with our hobby. Thus, I mentioned, Steven's trench coat, hiding the guppies and and all that kind of stuff.
I'm not going to worry about it until I need to worry about it.
I'm not worried about it. But did I mention to you yeah, I think I did, about the lion head fish that I bought. And
No.
again,
That you bought. I don't remember buying.
Yes, when I was working at the LFS, this weird fish came in, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta have it." Know nothing about it. Had no idea what the hell it was gonna do in my community tank.
Jeez.
Ate my red betta, ate my Larrytail male Molly, and then how did I know it ate it? Because I flipped them over, and it was the yin yang on the bottom, red and black. I was like, I took him back to LFS. I had no idea he was a predator fish. You know, stupid me.
You learn, sometimes you learn the hard way, man.
You know, of course, Renee, the manager, she used to say, "You stupid idiot." I was like, "Well, you weren't here, and he came in. I took it home the same day." And she just says, "You stupid little shit." You know,
sometimes you gotta learn the
hardest
way, man.
You know, she was 7 feet tall, German. I didn't argue with her. I was like, "Yes, ma'am." Yeah, you know, I was a little friggin' kid, but you learn. You literally learn.
Yeah.
But that was an oddity at the time. The some of the bettas that came in that were not like in today's market where they're all colored and koi and all that, but I had a white body mint double tail betta. Gorgeous. It was literally white body, and then as it went towards the fins, it turned into a mint green color. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Then I had
green is cool.
Yes, I've not seen them since. Then I had a dark brown gold fin betta. The body was chocolate brown, but all the fins were gold. Gorgeous. I had them. Every time something odd like that came in, I got them. I never after that red one that was eaten by the lion, I never got another red betta. Funny, but I never did. I stayed with anything that was odd and colorful.
I don't think I'm going to do bettas anymore once this one passes. This is like you can see them in the corner there, but
yeah, I love bettas. Always.
I do too, but I don't know. For some reason, they don't really seem to. I think my water, is very hard, and I think long term, I don't think bettas do well in hard water. Like over a couple of years, they kind of burn out. That's my experience, anyway.
Yeah, I have 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 bettas that I got from Lisa, all females, a couple of males. I got a couple of double male, and I love them. They're just, they're in their own little 10-gallon tanks or 7.5 or 8-gallon tanks. I have them all over the house, and they're doing fine. I think I have one right here. He's or she's blue with a white trim on her tail. White trim, gorgeous. Yeah. And I don't know, for some reason I love bettas, and when the nephews and stuff come over and the niece comes over, they go straight to the bettas, and they're like,
doing any breeding?
No, I don't want to do breeding with bettas for some reason. I don't. I'm not. I don't have the patience or the time really to just want to breed them. Like I was talking about the Amano shrimp.
He was just here. Space egg, dude. Wow. Space egg. Where have you been, man? I've been looking for you.
Spaced out, most likely.
Nah, Space Tag's great. I believe that's there's only one Space Tag. Space Tag. Where you been, dude? Get over on Gilded, man. We gotta hang out. He's I play some video games with Space Tag. It's been a while. Rico Stan, good morning. But Fishymon was here.
Yep, he was just here.
And he left. But this stream has been going on for 2 hours and 40 minutes, and there's 46 people here. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I noticed that. People. Yeah, and hopefully they're all subbed, and you got some new ones today.
Let's hope. Hit that like and subscribe.
I just don't get it, Jason. I don't get why that.
Yeah, I got to build up.
That's so slow for you in particular, because you've been around for at least
almost a year.
Well, yes. Well, I know since the morning show in Shanna.
Yeah, but I spent a lot of time on I was talking about this, the old co-host syndrome. We was talking with a couple people that have the co-host syndrome. Being a co-host.
Right. You got the hours through co-host.
Nobody ever
got nothing for it.
Yeah, nobody ever, the co-host, nobody ever follows over to the other channel. You know what I mean? So when I'm on Shanna's channel, there's very little bleed over from her channel to my channel.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So I kind of spent a lot of time doing stuff on other people's stuff. Not that I have any
Yeah.
problems doing anything. Like Shannon and I got a great thing going, so we're gonna keep doing that.
No,
But, like,
exactly. I mean,
You know, I'd
but at
spend
the
time
same
on other
time,
people's
you
streams,
have some
hanging
good-
out, doing all sorts of stuff. But yeah, exactly. And then like it's not
you're
doing me
doing
any good.
producing for the ladies' night. You're doing that for the Cartoon Morning Show. You do this stream, and you know it's informative. This stream is actually really educational.
Huh.
And I'm joking with the marine biology teacher, not seriously joking, but you know, in a sense, the kids love the Hydra. They love that kind of stuff.
That's
And
cool.
you know, I think I got them into Roxanne's stream with the Corey that was
Corey
that was,
eggs. That was
yeah.
definitely cool.
And
Well,
they
stay tuned because I got some eggs coming. Some egg videos.
Yes, exactly. I saw it with the Pseudomagills. But all that, it's, you know, in the microbiology world, especially in education, you're learning about, you know, the beginning of life. This is where it all starts. And, you know, I remember Hassan came into the class, it was one of my students, came into my classroom, like hysterically happy about the different shades of the Hydra. And I'm looking at him like, what the hell are you talking about? And he says the teacher showed him the Hydra and some YouTube guy or whatever. And I'm laughing. I'm like, holy cow. It was a bacteria or whatever the hell a Hydra is, a microorganism.
Yeah.
And the kid's excited like they discovered gold.
It's pretty wild.
You know, and again, anything that can connect to the youth to bring them interested into our hobby, more power to you. You know, definitely.
Whoops.
I mean, they come into the classroom with the Molly tank and like, does she have babies yet? Or, oh, this. They're not called babies. They're called fry. You know, and, you know, they learn terminology and all that other stuff. I bet he'd be at 500 and would not have some of those spotlight types of streams.
If he would go up on some of the
Rico,
spotlight
good morning. Oh, good afternoon. Is he talking about you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I believe there is a spotlight stream scheduled. I believe we scheduled that, Rico. I mean, I could be wrong.
Again,
March.
Like, yep, that's way too long, too far away.
Well, he was booked up for a while.
Well, he can make exceptions. How many people canceled on him already? Jason?
He's around somewhere. I don't see him though.
Somebody cancels. Hey, Jay, come on up. I have a cancellation. Can you come up? That's all you have to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did do that to me. He did ask me, but they're like, it was like too short notice. I think.
Sorry, Jason. Jenna, they're high school kids. Yes, the little kids, I would let them call them babies. High school kids, learn the terminology. Learn the terminology correctly. Sorry, that's just me.
Thank you.
I'm anal that way. So, Fishy Man, somebody was looking for you.
Yeah, this is it's it. Package deals. Yeah, I mean, it's either you're going Saturday. Oh, they actually have an individual package. All right, first, from what I understand, you don't need to pay anything to go to the Keystone Clash, right? It's a free event. You only need to pay if you want access to the speakers, I think, and the hospitality suite and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so you can just go there and buy stuff and look at.
Let me answer Canadian's question a second. He said, "Eduardo, I have a question, and I'll first point out I'm not looking for 500 followers or anything, but I find a consistent flaw that being, if you sub someone, should they not immediately sub in return? You know what? When I notice someone that I have never met before sub to me, I'll go to their channel and sub. I'll look at some content, but I'll sub anyway as supporting the fish fan. I mean, we're all in here just to try to get something out of nothing. And yeah, the followers, I mean, I'm not here for any of that as well. I actually did the videos because people were just complaining. Do a video, damn it. Put a video up there. Yeah. Oh my God, my face looked like horrible. I froze there. And it's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, all right, I get it. You know, do whatever I did. And then when I started saying, hey, did you see the video? You were bitching about me not doing a video. I finally put a video up and nobody's gone in to see it. And then everybody was last night. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about a new video for what, 50 times today? Thank you, Matt, for the plug. And But it's sort of that kind of thing. It's not a me thing, which is funny that I say that. It should be an us thing.
I agree.
You know, I enjoy your stream. I enjoy your silliness. I enjoy your the tic-tac-toe game, the name that trivia animal error mistake with Shanna.
Oh my god.
And I love
Stupid animal trivia.
Yeah, and I love the frustration trying to type in, and I'm 3 seconds behind on the computer. I got to do it on the phone in order to get it in before the 12th person, and it's like I did it first, and then you skip over, and then I wrote it out, but then somebody was like, you know, types in 6, I wrote 6, or I wrote 4, and it's like no. So it's Jersey flipping tables down here, but I love that kind of stuff. And even
the
though
show and the vendor rooms are free,
I love arguing about the loser, the wheel of losers. Love doing that. I hate it with a passion, but I'm always going to be it. And yesterday I was in it, and I wasn't able to put Rapashi properly because I was trying to get in, and then I lost Wi-Fi. But they were nice enough to put me in, so I can lose again, even though I wasn't even there. And it's that kind of stuff. And then when Rico does the Fox Toss in the chat, unique, it's different. He does.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Whatever you're doing, we hear it all.
I was making coffee.
I was gonna say it sounded like you're sucking out of a straw.
And I was making iced coffee.
Oh, jeez.
I couldn't take any more of Eduardo without coffee. No, definitely not.
Yeah. So you can get in the class for free, but you can go to the show, but you can't see you can't do the speakers, and you can't do
YouTube.
You can just do the vendors and see the fish, basically. Yeah. What's up, Geek Boy?
Hey.
How you doing, man?
I'm all right. My camera not working?
It was for a second, then it just turned. I thought you shut it off.
I went to try to mute YouTube.
All we see is a black screen.
Nice.
She's gonna dance on it too, right, Rico?
Good afternoon, Geek Boy. Planning on insulting me again? All right.
There you go.
Oh, look at that tank. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so Brooklyn is still here. I told her I'd show her the room divider tank in the next live stream, but since she's here, figured I'd come up and show her my room divider tank.
Heck yeah.
Hey, make him big, Jason.
Oh yeah. Good call, Fishimon.
Yeah, we'll have none of that here. I don't go that way.
That is stunning. Geek, that is stunning. What is that, 100 or
it's about a 90.
Nice.
Wow.
So let me keep backing up. You can see why it's a room divider. So
room divider, yeah.
This is our messy kitchen. And then this little breakfast area, and then the living area.
What's for breakfast?
Bagels. And
nice.
then that's the front door.
Geek, can you show the plans?
I just picture you riding right out there.
Yeah, I will. Let me show why it's a room divider, because if the back door, the front door is directly at my back, and there's a little window, so you can see all the way down this hall to our couch.
Living area. Yep.
Yeah, just where you're hanging out.
Yeah. So we put the tank there, and sorry, there's a towel over it. Right now I'm doing trying to get a good time lapse. And to block out the
flares,
the glare from the
glares from the light. Yeah, that window right there. Yeah, awesome.
So it's a very long, narrow peninsula tank. It's got the rounded off end on this side.
This is glass, or is this?
It's all glass.
Glass.
And this was custom made.
It's very avant-garde.
No, it's not custom made. It's Jabo.
I wouldn't say avant-garde. I would say, what's the word? Hang on. Same thing like...
innovative?
No, what's the style I'm thinking of? It's like the Empire State Building is...
Deco. Art Deco.
Thank you. Art Deco. Thank you. That's the word. It's
Yeah,
very Art Deco. That's what it looks like.
I get a point. Put down a point.
Yes.
I got Art Deco.
I should give you a point for that. That was good.
Yeah, but that tank is fabulous. Oh my God, that is so awesome. And the plants inside, I see you're focusing. What is it?
Wow, look at that.
Those,
I see those crypts,
Jeez.
man. Those look crazy.
So this is Wentiae that really needs to be cut back, and you can see
Yeah, it's going nuts.
that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the other side is even bigger. I pulled out
Wow.
about 3 months ago. I pulled out a clump about this big from the other side, and you can see. Of course, the other side is the side that gets the natural light.
lighting, yes.
When I'm not trying to get a time lapse, I have that blind come down from the top, so morning sun comes in and hits it.
Beams right
Yeah,
down
get
to the
it.
back. Yeah. And what's the one on the right? The one on the, not that on the left, the one on the right. Because I want to get to the floaters in a minute. Yeah, that one. Yes, exactly.
That is, I believe that's a melon sword, but I could be wrong. If I have had it for 10, 12 years now.
And that's just covering that side so stunningly.
So
It's
there's
actually almost a middle.
there's two pieces of driftwood that are back to back. They're almost mirror shaped. They start about here and go up to there, but you'll never see them again because.
Right, it's covered. Is that Christmas
there's-
moss on the corner there?
This is Java moss.
Java?
Yep, Java moss. And on the other side, there's a Nubius that goes all the way down the backside, which you can see some of the leaves right there under the pothos.
I may have asked you this, but do you run CO2 in that tank?
This one does have CO2, and I think I can actually show the CO2 a bit. You can't see chat, so I'm assuming Patty's saying something.
Well,
Or
Patty
Rico.
did say something. Rico made a joke. Patty said that, this is going to go to your head, and if everybody keeps telling you this is gorgeous.
I can't really see it. There's leaves covering it, but that's the CO2 diffuser. There's not a whole lot of bubbles coming out, so I need to check my tank, my CO2 tank.
Yeah.
And then there's not actually any floaters in here. What you're seeing up top are shoots from this sword going up, and then the Apanagitan flowering as well.
Mm.
And then there's under all of this, there's another sword that sent another shoot up. But again, you can't really see that. You can't see the pieces of lava rock I've got in there. You can
What
barely,
fish you have in there?
So I've got peacock gudgeons. There's
Sweet.
I think 5 peacock gudgeons. Ruby tetras.
Is that what they are? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the little guys
I see
and the kind of bluish ones back there. The white cloud mountain minnows.
Yep.
I've got, I think, 3 longfin red Venezuelan cories, and I'm not seeing one right now.
I don't think you're ever going to see him in that tank.
Yeah, I see them from time to time. There's 1 pepper cory, and there's 7 panda cories, and I saw one just go shoot through the leaves just a second ago.
He's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There may or may not be up to 7 coolie loaches in there.
Yeah, that's debatable.
Yes, I know that feeling.
You have to send in a team to see if you can find them.
Yeah. There's some Amano shrimp. There's some pretty good size. Oh, there's one of the. You can't really see him in the corner. There he is. One of the Venezuelan cories.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one of the panda cories, and one of the Amano shrimp. Yep.
Yeah, I see him.
That's the smallest Amano shrimp I've got in there. Others are much bigger than that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, they
think
get big.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I had mine I thought they kept dying, so I just kept adding every couple of months. Like, oh, I guess I don't have that Amano anymore. Let me see, and I just added them. And then one day I went to go move the fish or move the tank and broke it down, and all
other
5
Amano-
Amanos are in there. I'm like, oh my god.
The other Amano are almost as big as the peacock gudgeons.
Yeah, they're big enough that you can think about putting them on the grill.
Yeah. And there's a couple of
Grilled Amano.
Yellow neocardinas in here, but I see those very, very rarely.
Oh wow. Yeah.
They live as Oddball Aquatics says. They're living their best life.
Yeah.
They're good.
So yeah, my Anubius is. I think it's still flowering. Get over here. Yeah, there's the Anubias flower right there.
Oh yeah.
But that
Sweet.
Anubias, so you can see some of the leaves there. It goes all the way from down here, all the way up to the top of that.
Is this
Wow.
is this
Wow.
water straight out of your tap, or are you running RO or what?
Nope, this is straight out of the tap. Only thing I do is treat it with prime.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sweet.
Probably got soft water.
It's medium.
Medium
There's-
water.
Yeah, there's definitely some hardness to it.
But yeah, the shrimp probably love it.
The Neocaerdinas do pretty well. My call tank is right over here. Again, got it set up to try to get a good time lapse. But this is the tank that I had in my background when I was on the members only stream on Jess's last week, I think it was. But it's got scuds and mystery snails and call shrimp. I don't know whether Barbara is still in or not, but I was going to show her. She was asking about that crypt bolognese.
Oh yeah. Bolognese, whatever.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. This is
Balls in an eye. What? I don't know.
whatever, however you pronounce it. But so
Balls.
Balzac.
this tank is 24 inches tall. I mean, it's a very tall tank. I need to
Wow.
use a step stool to get up and over the hood.
Wow. That's cool.
Uh,
That's quite a hood.
but even as tall as this tank is, it folds over and can go almost all the way across the other side of the tank.
Wow.
Look at that thing.
Stunning.
And I started
Again,
with just
another
one.
Art Deco one there, Jason.
It
What's
started
that?
with Just
I said
one.
another Art Deco aquarium there.
Yeah, exactly.
And this one has no CO2. It had CO2 a couple of years ago, but there's the empty cylinder right there that I still haven't gotten around to refilling.
It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
And this is a bunch of crypt that I had to pull out, and I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet. I just pulled it out of the foreground because it was just choking everything back. But this is low tech, not CO2 injected. It's got mostly the Higer lights and one very, very old current design light. But it's got four of the, let me see if I can get it good. There we go. Four of the Higer lights, these two small ones that go on these little end.
On the side. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, stupid gimbal. That's
So you got
not
one
the
on
way
the
I
other
want you
side
to turn.
too?
There you go. Yeah,
Gotcha.
and then the I think it's 24-inch one here and a 24-inch.
What? Those are the. I don't think I've ever seen the Higer lights like that with the little LCD on them.
They're
like
older
that.
models, yeah.
Yeah, these are the ones that have the built-in timers, which I actually don't prefer the built-in timers because I try to essentially control as much as possible. So everything's on my home automation with the smart Wi-Fi switches.
Right.
These will come up in a odd state. Sometimes they'll come up. I don't know whether I can show it here. Sometimes it'll come up with just one color. You can see the reflection of the
blue.
and sometimes it'll come up in full brightness, and sometimes it just won't come on at all. The built-in timer conflicts with the timer on my
Gotcha.
home automation, so it just doesn't work well with anything other than using its built-in timer. Which
because I just picked up one of those Higer lights, but it has one of those like they say it has a timer, but it has one of those like it's like a countdown timer. Like every time it turns on, you got to push the button, and it's like 12 hours, 8 hours, whatever, and then it shuts off.
Right, and they're nice if I had a couple of them, like I have in the 90-gallon, because those lights are also the same, just 48-inch versions of these. But then okay, I go set the time on those, and I go set how I want the timer on those. Then I got to come over here and set these, and this one, and this one. you know, it's like, all right, after you get 2 of them, it's just too much of a pain in the ass to sit there and make sure the time is right on all of them, and
Yeah, especially
when
if
the
you're doing
power
something
goes out, and yeah,
right, yeah. And I was going to ask you, if the power goes out, do you have to reset it all? It's like a freaking thing. Oh, that
it depends on how long the power's out.
Yeah.
If the power's out too long, it forgets the settings and just goes back to its standard 12-hour on and then an 8-hour moonlight. So yeah, I would rather not have a built-in timer.
Well, you know, they're certainly growing plants. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yep. And there's my
John the fisherman.
my
My
newest
son?
electric unicycle.
Have you been riding lately?
I rode this yesterday. Unfortunately, as soon as I got out there, the winds picked up to about 35-mile-an-hour gusts and was
Jeez.
blowing me around a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to show Brookley,
That's awesome.
that guy.
Beautiful tanks.
Yeah.
They're like a piece of furniture. They're not like a fish tank in the middle of your living room. It's like a piece of furniture.
Yep.
It's a centerpiece for conversation for sure.
Definitely.
Oh my God. My first bot.
Congratulations, you've made it to live. Yes. Did you kill it yet? Borre.
Hide this user on this channel. Yeah, you go away, bot. But
Bye.
I feel honored.
I thought you dropped something or
I just
Or
posted a
Hank.
link for Hippie John the fisherman. He's got some content. If you guys want to check him out. And yeah, that's kind of I got a bot. And it was like a Russian bot.
Thank you, Geek Boy. That was right. That was like
Yeah,
a
it was awesome.
perfect,
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I wanted to.
demonstration of
Let me take you off
artistic
of-
aquarium hobbyist maintenance.
I told Brookley I'd show her and the peninsula tank as a room divider, and then Barbara was asking about that crypt, so I wanted to show her the crypt in a nice tall tank. It's really going to fold over in a 40 breeder like she's got it in it.
Yeah.
tell you what,
Go to-
when a crypt likes your water, it just explodes.
Yeah, they go
Yep.
pretty crazy.
Yep. We have the fish fam. Go to geekboy@fishfam.com.link and beg him for him to send you some crypts and some valves. You know.
Oh, look at this. This is your time lapse, huh?
Yeah, this is that call shrimp tank time lapse.
Wow,
Sweet.
that's a lot of fish, a lot of shrimp.
That's cool.
You're gonna,
So, all right,
you gonna
let me
make
ask
a
you.
video with this.
What's
We're
that?
looking at this video he's made of this.
Yeah.
But,
This is a time lapse of 12 hours. I started it in the morning
A
when just as
YouTube
the lights came
video,
on.
Jason.
I want to ask some questions. What? How many? All right. What is it? A picture? How many seconds every picture?
I think it's on this one. I want to say it's 32 seconds every frame, or maybe it's the other one. I don't remember. I've got two. I've got the one going on the 90 right now, and that's an old Motorola phone, and this one was a Samsung phone, and I don't remember which had
What is
which.
that noise?
So it's either one a minute or one every 32 seconds.
Every 32 seconds.
Yes.
Wow.
Why not 30 seconds?
You'd have to ask whoever programmed that damn.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
camera.
you can't set it. Okay. It's
They're
the
like
camera. doing it.
preset.
Okay,
Yeah, they're
that's
preset.
cool.
Yeah.
There's a
And
program on Windows that whatever, I can turn my camera like my webcam, and it'll take a picture every however many seconds I set it to do it, and for however. Look at that snail. That is cool.
Yeah.
That is definitely cool. I'm digging this, man. But yeah, I was just curious. So one every 32 or one every minute?
Yeah.
And this is over
And how
12
long have
hours.
you
So
Yeah, it's a 12-hour long clip. I think it's like once it's turned it into a video, the video is like 17 minutes long, something like that.
okay. I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say, how long did that turn out? Yeah. So, is it? Do you know how many frames per second?
I mean, it'd be 32 would be less than 1 frame a second. As far
No,
as
I meant, do you know how much it puts in the
yeah.
video? Is it one?
I don't. I haven't tried to pull it into an editing software to see what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming it's 30.
Yeah, it's usually standard. That's cool.
And how long have you had these tanks set up, Geek Boy?
So the 75 and the 90 have been running for almost 12 years now.
Wow.
Wow.
This shrimp tank has only been running for a year. I purchased this off of Priscilla about a year ago when she was working out of that shop.
Barbara Jackson said that she's going to put it in her 36 bow front. It's about 20 inches tall. That looks like it's still too short.
Yeah, I mean even the 24-inch tall
Bunny Viper, good morning.
half round 75 gallon. It looks okay. Most of the valves and area in that, when you see it in nature, it's all reaching to the top and then bending over and flowing with the water. So I don't think it looks unnatural. But yeah, the top is way taller than 24 inches.
Right. Yeah, I was just looking for more. Bunny was asking. I was shopping.
Can you do the same thing in your Hydra, Jason, with the time warp that he has going there?
Yeah, I probably could have. I don't think I did. No. Well, the thing with the Hydra is I have to use a macro camera to see that, right? I didn't have and I don't have a good way to get a long-term time lapse in high def. With the macro camera. I can do like 20 minutes at a shot before the camera shuts off. Or I got to start the video again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have done time-lapse stuff with my other. I did one of my blackworms. That was pretty cool. I did a whole video on I don't know. I could probably show that after I'm done looking at this.
I seen that video.
That was actually the first video I ever put out on my channel. Some nostalgia there.
Yep.
I should take a
Back
look
in
at
the
it.
day. But that is really stunning, Geek Boy. Thank you so very much. Brooklyn, thank you so much for asking, and Barbara as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Here we go. That's 3 minutes, but cue this up. Oh, so you're doing this with your phone? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Trying to find where the hyperlapse settings are, but I'm not finding it right now.
Oh yeah, when I did this, I did because I was able to break it all down into individual frames. What I did, like I was able to set how many frames. So I did it for 60 frames a second. There is audio for this too, but I don't know if we want to hear it. We'll hear it. Good old, oh yeah, what is it? Space Tag, you'll know this. Who did the audio on this is OmniRock. On what I'm going to show you guys. If I ever.
So somewhere there's a setting in here that will let me pick the time. So this one I think is the 60, one every 60 seconds.
Gotcha.
And then the other one, see if I can do it without.
This is obviously an app, right?
No, that's just the built-in camera. That's just the built-in camera on that one.
iPhone?
That one in. No, it's Android.
Android, yeah, I think.
No dead fruit here.
He doesn't do dead fruit. Yeah, that's definitely
Damn
cool.
Right.
All right, let's check this out.
The garbage is the only place for Apple.
That's right. Oops, I'm trying to click the start in the window. It ain't gonna work. This is the time lapse I did. Whoops. Omni makes good music. Yes, he does. Whoops.
And people, please go to Jason's channel and watch this video and leave a comment and a like on it.
It's not too loud, is it?
No, not at all.
No.
Yeah, it was basically a time lapse of some blackworms eating algae wafer.
I remember seeing this, yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, forgot about this. This is before I had my macro camera. I should remake this video. It'd be kind of wild.
You still have the black worm culture?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. In that same tank.
Again, another information video for kids to watch.
That video helped me in wanting to start my own black worm. Awesome. That's awesome, DeFreeze.
Look at them. They're so cool.
That's wild.
Yep.
It looks like the gravel's growing here.
Where are the worms?
We can see them.
Yeah.
And you use these to feed your fish, right?
Yes, I do. I feed maybe twice a week, maybe. So
And you
it
still have
depends.
a huge colony.
Yeah, I just kind of monitor it. You know what I mean? And I did this thing where, in order to make sure I kind of propagate them, that's why you keep them with gravel.
Right.
So you can kind of roll the gravel around, and just them moving through the gravel, they'll split by themselves, and that's how they mostly propagate in a culture.
Nice.
So by dividing. So or I'll go in there with my little aquascaping spade, and I'll just chop them all up.
Samurai them to slithers. Yes. Slithers. Do some karate chops.
Song makes you feel like you're at a gas station. Nice.
Actually, it feels like I'm watching an old Chinese movie while they're going through the desert to go fight the enemy or something.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. It's like epic.
Pretty cool.
That
Is pretty cool.
Let's go back to Geek Boys is a lot better than mine.
Well, his is an amazing tank. I mean, 12 years? Jesus. Awesome.
Well, this one's only been running for about a year. But yeah,
Oh, wow.
the 90.
Still stunning. Love the dynamics of everything moving in like that. You got cherry shrimp, Amano shrimps, mystery snails.
That snail looks
Yep.
cool. I love that.
There's Malaysian trumpets in there and some ramshorn as well. And
Yes, I did
scuds.
see those skills as well. Yeah.
Lots of scuds. Although, if you listen to others, you can't keep scuds and shrimp together.
I don't know.
You seem to be doing fine.
Yeah.
No. They can't do it.
Maybe. I mean, I could see, they could outcompete each other, but I guess you got it.
I just make sure everybody has plenty of food.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Can
'Cause
snails breathe underwater? Yes, some snails can.
the scuds will eat plant matter, so I wouldn't want to have just scuds in a planet tank.
Yeah, true.
But I feed they'll also eat some of the snail food and shrimp food, but they're small enough, and I call them pretty regularly to feed to the pea puffers.
I think most snails breathe. Well, most aquatic snails breathe underwater. I really don't many that. I mean, they do come up to the surface, but I don't think they need to. I think they do that more like for almost like ballast. They put it in their shells. That's what I see.
Also, the mystery snails and mystery snail garden could validate this, but when they go to the surface, it's really to lay their eggs.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I think. Yeah.
The mystery snails have a long snorkel that they'll bring up to the surface. I don't know whether I had a good picture of one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think I pasted it to Discord a while back, but I don't know whether I'll be able to find it now.
They can breathe air too, I think, right? I think
They go up to the surface. They'll go up to the surface and they'll shoot that snorkel up to the surface, and then you can see them kind of pumping their shell.
Yeah, I noticed they do that. I have noticed snails they do like even the ram's horns will do that. They'll go to the surface, and I think it's to actually get air in their shell so that they can like become buoyant. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, my ramshorns will be floating around the surface a lot.
They just go surfing. It's like woo. Yeah.
So is that to be buoyant, or are they actually just breathing?
I personally think it's to be buoyant, so they can
Because
kinda
they
like,
can breathe underwater, right?
yeah, I think so. I believe so.
I think that when they go floating on top, they just want to get some sun rays from the light, you know, to get some coloring on their shells.
No, sometimes they eat the what they call it that grows on the surface of the water. What is it that the skimmer skims out? Protein.
Yes.
There you
Yeah.
go, buddy.
Let me see if I can get this on there.
Can someone let us know why we're so geeky when we're looking at these things and we're fascinating at, you know, Joseph is
hard to
saying about
explain.
the shrimp riding the snails, the mystery snails on top. It's funny. We're looking at the horned snails. They're just crawling on top of the rocks and going up and going down and moving all over the place. And we're just fascinated by the movement,
Awesome
by
stuff.
the action that's going on.
There we go. Oh, come on, really?
Oh, we froze. I think-
No, it's
No,
for
no.
some reason it's.
Because you gotta face facts. People that are into fish are geeks, plain and simple.
Should make that.
There's a bit of that.
We are all geeks. I'm just amazed that there's so much other geeks out there because I thought
Not
I was
alone.
I thought I was alone.
You are,
being a
for
geek.
Kirk, you are alone. You're the only one. You're so unique. You are alone. We're just supporting you.
Well, yeah. You know, fisherman is one of a kind.
Eduardo.
But you know that you're absolutely right. When you know we've come together in this fish fam community, we've actually allowed ourselves to be as geeky as possible because
Yes, to show our geekism.
yeah, and it's sort of like even Geek Boy's title is like he's geek, he's tech geek, and he's also aquarium geek. I mean, we're geeky like crazy. And
Yeah.
I'm proud of
Geek boy.
I don't care. I'm proud to be a geek. I don't have the skills that Jason has in constructing stuff and all that kind of thing. I can't even nail a damn fucking nail straight. Can't hammer a nail straight. But it's like I'd rather just enjoy watching the build and looking at this fascination of movement of life.
Well,
in a box.
obviously, Eduardo, you have a problem with impulse buying when it
No.
comes to going to the pet shop.
No. It's remember I just had deaths in my fish room or here in the Lanai.
Oh
because
yeah,
of the
well,
cold
buying
weather.
is how you call it, therapy.
Yeah, I can't
Buying
stand
new fish.
I have an empty tank and I'm setting up the couple of 40s and they're empty because they have to be cycled and all, but I just can't wait to them to cycle and all that stuff. I mean, even though I use all the techniques of using biofilm from another tank, using the sponge filters and gravel that I've used before, but I just enjoy having this moment, this geeky moment of adding a fish that I have never had, and it's strange and weird and decorative and different, and just sitting there watching it move in the water and seeing how it moves and making sure it's healthy.
Bunny,
That's a
I'm
male
assuming
right
it's cool
there.
for me to play this since you're linking
That's
it.
a male right there, I believe.
But
that's a
everybody should go
male.
to that link and watch it themselves. But if it's cool with you, I'll play it.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's what I was trying to show.
Oh wait, hang on. Finally got it.
No. Go ahead. I had it, but
I see.
the slideshow switched slides on me.
Yeah, I saw that one. That one, right?
Yeah,
This
that's
right?
the one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the long snorkel he's got all the way up to the top, and the mystery snow guardian
All
right
right.
there.
She said play, so I'm hitting play. I'll let the audio off so that they gotta go to hear it to your channel.
But isn't that the male that protrudes like that? Only the male does that.
I think
correct?
one of them has one of those things too, don't they? Isn't that makes them male or female? I think they have, but I don't know.
Well, I know that the antennas.
Well, Peplin's here. He
male
would
and
know.
female have it.
because
But I think that protruding tube is for only males. That's their reproductive organ, if I'm not mistaken. Mystery Snail Garden, Annette can correct us if I'm wrong.
yeah, she used to be here too. Yeah, but I know what was it Foxy was talking about the one time,
Correct.
and I don't remember. I should pay attention more. Yeah, everyone should go anyway. Exactly. Check that video. Yep.
Pretty cool.
Space 10. I think you mean Space Steg. Have you seen an alligator gar? Those things are cool.
Ooh, nice picture.
Yeah, I got that up to whatever. The web. I like changing the background every once in a while. Excuse me.
Makes you feel like you're in a different place.
That's it. Feels like, you know, it's like a new fresh coat of paint on the walls or something. You know?
Somewhere one day we can go, you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
The world is our oyster.
Yes, it is. Both sexes have siphons. Who said that? Bunny did.
Who said that?
Bunny. And I think there is a different, like, there is an organ like that only one of them has, but I don't think it's a siphon. I think it's next to the siphon or whatever.
It has to be the male. He's the only one that hasn't. And I believe Roxy was talking about that's the sexual organ.
I've not seen a
And
white
when I look
gar.
at the jumbo snail mystery snail that I have, he does that. He's a male, and he's the only one that does it. And he's all by himself in the tank.
Some snails are hermaphrodites or whatever. They can be both either, but
They can reproduce without the next one being in the tank.
I believe mystery snails are male and female, but a lot of snails are not. They're both. Whatever they need to be, they are. They'll switch.
Where are our snail experts when you need them?
Yeah, where are all the snail people?
Call them out. Bex, call them up.
Wake up, snail people.
Rico, call them up. Wake them up and put them on screen. Force them in there. The male pair is on his head. Both sexes have a breed, Eduardo. I do agree with you. I'm not questioning that.
No, I think they both have a snorkel, and then the male has like another one. Like I think there's two.
Well, he don't use the other one to breathe. Air, that is.
Thank you, Barbara. Garden snails are hermaphrodites. Okay.
There you go.
But and ram horns as well. But mystery snails are not. There you go.
That's what I thought. Yeah. All right. Somebody's talking about a white gar.
Ooh.
How awesome would this thing be?
Yeah.
These things are huge, though.
Predatory fins brought a white gar to one of the aquashellas last year.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back.
I think it was probably Orlando.
Didn't predatory fins just recently buy a new place in New York or something like that?
No idea. I haven't followed them.
Huge. Doesn't I believe Monster Fish Gal has a gar or two in Catfish Nation. I don't know if she's here. But man, these things get big. You got like 3 feet big.
Sorry.
3 people, 3 likes. That's it. Oh my god.
What?
I don't know. Window Licker says that it's not cool to hit the like button. What? Is it not cool? Okay. I'm like, what are you saying here, man? Thought we were cool, Window Licker.
I show 52 likes on.
Oh, sweet. Maybe Window Licker. I appreciate it.
Hey, Jason, yesterday I went into this L333 tank and I ripped out all the Java moss with the hair algae. I'm sure I left some in because I left some of the moss in that looked like it didn't have hair algae on it, but I'm sure it still does. But it looks so much better now. And like even after I dipped the moss in the bucket like 10 million times, I was still finding shrimp in it. I'm sure I threw away some shrimp.
Yeah. Well, I like to do that. Like, I don't know. Like, I think shrimp are pretty smart. They would skedaddle.
The thing is, the shrimp, when they were in the moss, in the bucket,
what's up, Scuba Steve?
I could actually just put my hand in there and catch them out. it's like they
didn't
thought
wanna
that
let
if
go.
they don't move, they're not seen or something. You know, it's
Well,
like
that could be that too. I always do like the triple dip. Like I always like, I don't know, like I'm wringing out a mop or something. You know what I mean? I just kind of soak it in and out of the water like 10
I think it's
times.
because of how much hair algae was on the moss that some of them were getting like
Stuck.
caught up in it. Yeah,
Like a net.
yeah.
Well, nature's
And
harsh, man.
You should see the tank with the pump in it. Oh my gosh, it's like a river tank now. All the guppy grass and stuff is flowing in the direction of the flow.
If only you had some sort of device you could show this to us. Oh, look at that. Man, you were like standing there like describing it to us with your camera the whole time. Come on now. All right. There we go. Is it on? Oh, yeah. We're looking at the backside. Okay. There's the flow.
Yeah,
They don't seem to really be bothered by it.
All the guppy grass is just like blowing that way.
Yeah.
And they are and most of the guppies hang out on this side, swimming this way against the flow.
Yeah, just give them a little whatever. They obviously, I mean, because they could go deeper and avoid the flow altogether, right?
Well,
I think that's
if
important.
they come around here.
Because I have endlers that do that same thing, right? Like in my endler tank, it's not like crazy flow like you got, but it is flowing pretty hard.
But I noticed since I put that in,
oh yeah, I can't see me.
Cleared away all the guppy grass from the caves I put in here, and the plecos seem to be using the caves more now.
Oh, that's
obviously
cool.
Because they're more out in the open. So
yeah, they can see them, right?
Yeah, the male. That's the male in there, and the female's in that one over there.
Right. Sweet.
But yeah, the guppies are like, they seem to be enjoying the flow. Either that or they're just like swimming for their life.
You'll find out sooner. But yeah, I was gonna say like here and like whatever in my tank here, like I got endlers. They're kind of doing the same thing, but I think they like it. They just like hanging out in that
flow.
Because they certainly got places they can go. That's like
it's like trout in a river. They hang out in they'll hang in an eddy or something like that, waiting for food to come down the.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably your most chance of catching food is in the current, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like too high flow, but I mean, like I said, they can hide at any moment. They just choose to hang out in this like little current, and it's not like incredibly fast flowing, but it is moving.
Yeah, it is moving. Well, compared to what it was just the only flow I had before was just from the bubbles from the filters and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it has like a torrent. It's like a river tank now.
Torrent.
Whatever. It's whitewater rapids now.
See my Blackbeard algae stuck in that? That Blackbeard algae is coming from the tank above. When the Blackbeard algae breaks off, it gets like through the filter.
All right, so that's the one that's connected with the sump.
Why are they starving? They aren't starving. You guys looking a little skinny right there, though. Not gonna lie. Look, I got 2 tanks filled with endlers. I don't think anybody's starving. They're doing their thing.
Endlers just pretend like they're always hungry.
Yeah, I think that's kind of one of the moves. Plus, the rainbows, the blue eyes. Gotta try that. Are in the tank above them, so there might be some eggs getting down there, downstream. A little snack, snack.
Caviar.
Who knows?
Yeah, Lady Diane, all of my wet pets have way more variation of their diet than we do.
Yeah, really. I usually feed baby brine live. I'll do live grundle worms on the endlers. Occasionally, maybe blackworms, but not usually. And then I do like bug bites. I even do Bacteria just for the heck of it. All sorts of weird stuff.
Yeah, I got tons of different types of food.
Freeze dried black. What are the tube effects? Yeah, tube effects.
Have you tried any of those things I got for you? The
Daphnia? No, I keep forgetting about them. I also got freeze dried Cyclops. I just picked up. Been trying that.
Daphnia.
Yeah, I'll just let that sit in the freezer for like eternity. And
Yeah.
then just throw it out after a few years.
Come on, man. That's my Christmas present to you.
All right, just because it was your Christmas present, I'll feed it.
You gotta friggin' use it.
I'll use it. Ah, all right, guys. We've been going for 3.5 hours now, so I think this might be time.
Thank you for the stream, Jason. It was really, really
Yes.
interesting. Thank you, Geek Boy. That was awesome. Same thing, Kirk. Awesome tanks.
You got some beautiful tanks there, Geek Boy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely, man. Definitely. Thanks for coming up, man.
Yeah,
Throwing
absolutely.
them off.
Like I said, I told Brooklyn I'd show her that room divider tank because she was talking about using that to get another tank.
Bunny, I don't even know. I was just looking to see what was out there. But yeah. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone for coming. Thanks for hanging out, Eduardo. Thanks, Fishy
You
Man.
bet.
Thanks,
Thank
Geek
you.
Boy.
Thanks
Thanks
for
Have a
everyone
great
in
day.
chat. Thanks everyone for watching the replay who's watching it. And we'll see you all in the next one. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.